President John Dramani Mahama is not proceeding with this 24-hour economy policy on an ad hoc basis. Let me point out, in the past, what has created a challenge is that we roll out policies, we roll out interventions, and now possibly begin to look for the problem. And that is what has created some level of policy dissonance over the period. This time round, if you notice, immediately President Mahama took over, he appointed the respected Busitando to spearhead this issue of 24-hour economy and how to accelerate. So if you look, there are two major things, not only the 24-hour economy, but also to accelerate the issue of export. With this integration, what President Mohammed's focus is not only to create jobs, but to also expand the economy. An expansive economy is what will create the needed demand. And Dr. Zato sought to create the impression that when there is no demand, a policy or an incentive in and of itself is not enough. Whereas it may be true, having observed generally what has happened in the past, what is not in doubt is that because this one is tailored right to industry, we strongly believe that a work that one person can do from 8 a.m. and close at 5 p.m., if you create the needed demand, and which we strongly believe exists, then you can have a situation where if it's 5 people who are working from morning to evening, then you can have another set of persons working from evening to possibly deep into the night. And classic example, you notice that in this country, electricity generation, whether we are using it or not, gets generated. And so in the night, what the policy, for instance, with this is going to do is that at night, you are giving the person the incentive that, look, if you are paying maybe for every kilowatts of power that you buy, maybe you are paying, say, $2 for it. At night, because you want to ramp up productivity, by employing a few more hands at night, you will get to pay electricity, say, $1. That is an incentive that you already, but for this policy reason. I think it's also important to make this point forcefully, that immediately President to this task, what he did was to reach out to as many people as he can, from the Association of Ghana Industries, experts, CSOs, among other people, captains of industry, to appreciate from their end how this policy, if rolled out, will get their buy-in. And thankfully, this is not going to be one of those policies where a few people will sit in a classroom or at a workshop and say, look, this is what we have for you. Take it or leave it. No. Mr. Busitando reached out to our people, got their buy-in into the policy, and today the president has launched it. Now, if you watch carefully when the president put the launch, did the launch, one of the things that he said is that even for transportation, and Mr. Busitando used a classic example of the water lake, right? We have not put that natural resource to good use. Because if we are able to do that, Alfred, we can have, so for instance, and I give you this example, you can bring, because it's exported, accelerated export, when you bring goods from outside to Tema Harbour, because there's a multimodal transport infrastructure, you can pick it on the railway line, straight to Impakadan. At Impakadan, you can get those items picked directly to say Bupe. They are taken out there straight to Burkina, Mali, and others. So you can have a situation where things begin to flow quickly than it used to be in the past. The Gothisberg economy that we have always complained about is grounded on extraction and exports without more. And so if you look historically, even our railway infrastructure were limited to what is called the triangle, you understand, where the raw materials are produced straight to the port, nothing more, nothing else. That Gothisberg railway infrastructure that we picked is the same as we have today. But the president is saying that no, when we take our cocoa to outside, we only get chocolate from Switzerland and the rest. The value addition is not done by us, but that is really where the money is. That is where the money is. So President Mahama is saying that it is not just a 24-hour economy, but an integration to have a full cycle economy. So that, for instance, the gold produced in Ghana can also be changed into all the valuable items in this republic, job creation. And then you can also have value addition. So tomorrow, when you go to the big shops in Switzerland, in the US of A, among other things, the necklace you say should be a Ghanaian brand produced by young people of this country, by creating jobs also in the country. That is the only way we can grow this economy. That is far distinct, and I say this, from the implementation of, say, 1D, 1F. Alfred, please, in the name of God, you are into research. Can you tell me, 1D, 1F after 8 years, which of the products which is produced out of 1D, 1F, can you say that within 8 years has generated for this economy, say, $100 million? I just want to have that learning this morning. And so we may talk about what has happened in the past, and in direct response to my senior brother, Zato. Yes, it's true. We've had 1D, 1F. But you see, the policy silos that we have in the past did not allow us to do full integration. And so you see, when the regime is gone, everything is basically gone as well. I want to address something quickly, Alfred. One MPP MP, I think lawyer Bafo or something, has raised this issue, and I think it's worth considering, that we should put the 24-hour economy into a full legislation. And the whole thing is that once we get Parliament's buy-in, and then there is a legislation backing it, then you can have, like the way you have NPA, an authority. You can equally have an authority headed by, say, maybe a CEO and others to oversee the implementation of such a laudable project. You do not want it to be like a secretariat in the office of the president. You want a situation where it is elevated to the status of an authority. And once you have an authority and a director general or whatsoever to see the implementation, they can probably also coordinate. What President Mahama is interested in is anything that will create jobs for the millions of our young people on the streets. A person who has finished university should be able to immediately get work. But you see, there are very low-hanging areas that for the 24-hour we can start. For instance, as I speak to you, my good brother, the CEO of DVLA, has started some 24-hour points of service, particularly the one at Adenta Aviation, where you can have all the services performed by DBLE getting on there. As I speak to you, the Director General of Ghana Ports and Harbour, Brigadier General Paul Tani, has started the 24-hour port services. Look, the time lost in keeping our ports closed because it is night, we have gone past that. When you go to MPS, the Meridian Port Service, and the activities they perform there, it is 24 hours. And so there are low-hanging fruits that even without bigger incentives, we can already start with it. And President Mahama is determined. If the ports are going to operate 24 hours, what it means is that you need as many hands as you can. You need security people to help. And I want to come zero into my own place now at the National Petroleum Authority. We have set up a team to advise on this 24-hour economy within the downstream petroleum sector. They have come out with very, very beautiful ideas. Alfred, we are looking at two scenarios, and because we are also looking at the issue of job creation, even if you have self-service point which runs 24 hours, you need people to man it. We're also looking at a situation where the traditional fuel stations that we have can also work during the night. What is key for them, and when you speak to COMAC and their members, their prior concern is the issue of security. When they are working at night, armed robbers will not come and say, give me your money. No. By so doing, the president is now put in a situation where he needs to recruit more persons to be police officers who create the needed security for our businessmen within the petroleum downstream. And so, Alfred, I can assure everybody that this is not going to be a mirage. The president is determined to leave a legacy, a transformative legacy, particularly when it comes to the issue of job creation. Alfred, I cannot conclude without raising these fundamental issues, because Prof. Bokin is on the other side, and my own good friend, Dr. Tio Echampon. Look, the first thing President Mahama did, with the appointment of my brother Sami Jenfi at the Gold Board, the Honorable Lato Forsen, Dr. Johnson Isiama, what these three individuals have done together to ensure that today there's a better management of the Ghana city and its relationship with the US dollar. The Gold Board particularly had also helped in stabilizing, because in the past the economics was that let cocoa board take our cocoa outside and go and syndicate loans into the country. And so this syndicated loan eventually will provide some support for the Ghana city. But from 2017, Alfred, to 2024, let me say up to 2023, we will notice that annually, the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Bawumia were annually giving the Ghana city $2 billion of Eurobond support. So the city was effectively dependent on steroid, which steroid had to do with annually injecting at least $2 billion as a support platform for the city. So you notice that from 2017, when we did the Franklin Templeton 2.25 billion,
yes,
the subsequent year we did another 2 billion, subsequent year 3 billion, which eventually
Live on TVS was it, and also on Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics. The free in studio hour 37, Abibisi Street, the heart of Accra. Usu editor in all the 16 regions across the country, north, south, east, and west. Baby Abefebiano. TVS was it and Obia ET now sign Facebook Live Power 979 and so and SYZ online.com honestly united in seminano akwa kugo a obetimi ahwebio Facebook Live and YouTube nyinano obetumi adiechi ewo free sabre kopim se no sia ebebo and obeti ye mame honorable Dr. Mary Ausi wono na CEO de ma free zones authority mobetene kan mobeti Alistair Nelson so nka ewo dwumedi so do takra de regional capital sharp 106.9 FM Zama Elembele West End 100.3 FM yefu oni mu remo northern regional capital Tamale Kesmi 107.1 FM Bole, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic, Nukrum, Kilege FM. Iburum wa Upper West Regional Capital, WFM. Yenu anuma wa Upper East Region stations miensa omna mo fire. Pussy guy and 1 pound sampa when the FM, Zebs FM was Zebela and Bokonsu source 100.1 FM. Volta Regional Capital who global 105.1 FM. Our regional capital goes in ananum 92.5 FM. Sansuna Aduno FM and so ewo Sankore. Ye mumfi wanafe yemfa yeni enchre uti region. Nyiwa 89.7 FM Mokiti Krache KF Mokwasa and Abuem FM ewo Jasikan. Bono region 90.9 FM Monsoko Soma FM ewo Nkrankwanta. Stations duduwe ene Adom Sound se o Cape Coast Kotokraba Market. Asenfo so Rich FM. Stations duduwe ene fejumedi ya topete ewo wiase afana bebia. London ye GFM radio ni Fire Life Radio. Sanso ene midu drew America memu Virginia. Kwa kuske team omukremo ewo Apple 68 FM. Mede ede Mugabe Maase beti ma frame capacity man. Areho sema ede free MPP asoye eba HSM rase bedwani ya owo timemufo a wo mo wo akwati abeto ampeso aso nes ya okumi wato anananom ewo ensiedo ene ya. Areho sempa nes kumi wato anananom ewo ensiedo na by election asan abebim yedane ne yedeni ekire Marriott Hotel ene awie ya dwumadie kese pa na ekoso ya chese Black Voter Gold Project acquisition facility signing ceremony no ekoso de amia medimani ekire Marriott ene ya na chese se wani ensese ya kachire wo engineers and planners wo mu na sabe yakopon adoma omo etumi esane sa agreement no na wo hwe mwa efi banks agodo ya wo so edu omo bibia ebetai ekiri said ebe ya enema betumi akoyie ede ama dwumadie na chese esewani na ensase yakachire wo statement from president any chairman of the board of ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development na chese omo president na nkasa no wotumi ababedru a chese omo 15 African countries West African countries omo ehwe de be ya ECOWAS region enema betumi akoyi $100 million US dollars ene yesika omo de ehemu na nyankopon ya adoma afi be ko na wie no mo sa de $30 million etumi akopie mo ho a chese ene mpani for se Jonah munyina ewo ene mpanifo akuku dan lawyer Samejemfi ambassador Victor Smith mo enyasem ketwa Professor Azuma Nelson ene mpanifo titiru naba andani na chese utumu se former Stanbic on boss omunyina wodwumadi no sa Ibrahim Hama enso eni ni team omunyina wodwumadi na sia mix gusu ameka sei ekoso denden dia emma awiye nanso no enam se dwumadi wo ho na omiensa brinti no na wo se mitimi twa so na mede eba na ceremony no efeye papa pa hwe mpanifo kuku dan a efi amama hodo so a omodi wo mani monyam ababeta dwumadi na chi a na chese efe papa pa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wabushia mokoso na Montega na nim sa na oman no emfa ne tuma pa emfra na ho so edie eno ye na ho esmeti wo mu aseda kese koma Safari Valley Eco Resort Victory Garlic Mesa, Power Specialist, Herbal Hospital, Adum Survey and General Construction, Live Kit Capsules from Medimosis, S Natural Mineral Water, Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, and Hebron Hills International School. Jumoko Dudui and a teacher at Jumedi Ebro. Mesdames, Messieurs. Yes, I say in free a year, Jumedia Enra, a course of FFF or Accra Sports Stadium. I just say, Utimo say, Enra Metema, Utumfu see to what a cocoa, so Nemrantiano, Kotoko, Fabulous, Tim Papa, and ye chi, and ye papa, a year to be after a year Dr. Nyahunya, Utama Krum, Hasu Fuku, and I just say, Wumwa Krum, Accra Sports Stadium, ha, ni chow mum, you know. Emo mote baako na otimo se enra ubedi ka to twede kane o na oto twede kane wi a ye bete ahyew na chese o yakofa coach foforo aba na Didi Dramani coach no we ye former wan me say hey Karim Zito hwe na his excellency John Dramani Mahama hobi penifo kuku dan Dr. Nyahonya Utamaklomu omunyina de omani monyam ye maame efua ene sentos omunyina de omani monyam ye den ekotoko de se yesu we de ye hye de a haso folk de ye fo munya hwio se won se kotoko se sa yesu we a haso folk ye fo munya hwe mu coach we ni last games obobo nyina odin kunimam Muse mumpe watara ye Didi Dramani and ye chine na film enra ewa Accra Sports Stadium na say president cap no akufa do time no na Ghana fo boafu no nti omo bokora obi anye de enko na enra de ne de stadium wata say hey ya che say enye asem ketu akora stadium wata din na haso foku pe omo ho asem ekoto twede kane me say mo show mo ne yanko Amisumi tifie na NJC bon pie tie Fabulous wechi haso folk munya mutimu ni yo ye de sese obi anim se ye bebo Africa tim bia be hia obi e be hia kotoko sa kwa me pokunu tim bia obe hia bia obe hia we prepare say de be South Africa no eno no has de omunya dom mayo has nya dom makotoko what you say has nya dom makotoko ya shamo kotoko fon mani aja haso fon munya din ya shamo mu amukrum ya shamo me head the course so ewo yes stadium ho Accra Sports Stadium Accra Sports Stadium yentimi mu ne sa you see a team ni ye high team ni de adwuma wo ho omuma keeper ne bredodo keeper no omuma ne bredodo ha difference no mu se kwan dem eno se kwa me pokui odi wura man se odi wuram ajo mama wa ba ma Ghana Sports asafa ne to ma pefra what the leader president Papa Penny president here e free eni no wo the talent hokora emfa woni na busu nyina ene na point is Excellency John Dramani Mahama for the first time by 8 years ni ye more ball man nipa nko Accra Sports Stadium say that ye highlight in kakra
and both teams warming up gradually into the game bend.
The Phobians will respond on the right side. They go now. Mawule Wayo on the ball now for Artofo. Can they get a movement? Cross comes a good one. Ball drops. It's a goal.
It is not Boxing Day, but goalkeeper Kamara is out here giving gifts, and the first gift has been given to Hamza Issa on the silver plate. All he needed to do was poke it into the net. It was
go for direction. Well, he down so a good one. Hits the upright. Chance still for Morocco. Shot comes in. It drops. Chance still. Shot comes in. And what a miss from Albert Amoah.
It would have been the equalizer, but Amoah had one simple task to just lay that ball into the net.
And come again now through Amidou. Cross comes in. A goal! It is a goal! But unfortunately for him, it was only to his own net. So look at it again. Amidou on a run into the box, and then the cross came in, and
Kumasi Asante Kotoko have been one of the teams with the most comebacks in the Ghana Premier League this season, and right from the plus of the whistle, they've shown good a chance, has a
goal to the half of Hatsafok, controlled there by Kampoku. It dropped. Kirby Adams cross to Amoah, and beautiful cutback, and a finish, easy as that it is.
And
who finished there for Kampoku?
Again, Konedu at falls Benghazi. Konedu was
picked up ball by Amankwa. He finds Kakari, goes in for good ball from him now. Shot comes in, is in block. Referee says what? Penalty. Referee has blown for a penalty for Hatsafok.
What is it going to be? Would we see the equalizer
again now? Shot coming in and clearly off a penalty.
Clearly Benghazi.
Amankwa Kamara. Will it be the leveler here? He goes in, he shoots, and he saved. What a miss from Amankwa Emmanuel.
Karim Zito is up on his feet, but it was a poor kick from Amankwa. Goalkeeper Kamara decided to stay put to his spot. He didn't move.
Paa nti sɛ yɛagye cap no yɛagye sene hasofok bebree yɛagye sɛ Celeste John Dramani Mahama ma wɔn sɛ sports minister ɛnua Kofi Adams nso ɛwɔ team no kɔtɔkɔ team no yɛ team no deɛ mu wɔ adwuma yɛ papaapa mu dada biara mo pam coach mu nsua yɛn da biara coach da biara ɛyɛ coach yɛagye yɛde ɛsɛ yɛakɔfa yɛ nia yɛ former player Karim Zito watimi agye yɛagye penalty wei ama wo na wabɔ asɛe no ɛbɛde ne wanya Black Stars abɔ hwɛ Kwame Poku bɔɔl a wɔbɔ nti ne Black Stars na nsɛn unity matches ɔmo kɔbɔ wɔ UK sɛ wokɔ bi kɔtɔkɔ nyame nhyira mo congratulations team papapa ɛsi ana Hasofok fo no mo hwɛ me ana mo nwenwe Mugabe hwɛ mekɔtɔkɔ deɛ wɔboa mekɔtɔkɔ deɛ wɔboa mekɔtɔkɔ de me NDC wɔboa ebitime ka sɛ Mugabe na ade na wo yɛ kɔtɔkɔni na wo di NDC akyi hwɛ wonim de NDC John Mahama obi a member papa ne John Mahama hwɛ capacity ngo pon shiramo o yɛ adwuma ne nyinaa over the weekend His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the Honorable Haruna Idrisu ja yesi no fee stress no e wo se ye free ho na first year tertiary students no itimi tua ye umu fees ne mo mo first year no tese untua hwe na wo hwa nchirimu a aba kire se ye school form makomako empim edunum 15,000 students and benefit here from sa no fee stress emo official launch no course.
President, that next year, the GET Fund will double its allocation to the student loan trust from 70 million to 150 million to support students who may want to access it further. Even at the wide ceremony, I will next week on your behalf, in honor of one of your campaign promises, lay the Scholarship Authority Bill before Parliament to deal with the nepotism, cronyism that was associated with the award of scholarship. And in that bill, now I acknowledge the chairman of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Education, the Honorable Nochu. In that bill, again, to the legacy, enduring legacy of President Mahama, there will be what we call the President's Scholarship for Scholarship, which will recognize awarding brilliant students in the country need areas, if it is science, mathematics, and engineering, at the President's pleasure. So the President's Scholarship for Scholarship will honor 10 brilliant students determined and declared by the West African Exam Council as the overall best students in the country. Then the President will then absorb them to benefit from his scholarship, and they'll have his full tenure. John Dramani Mahama is re-establishing trust and confidence in the elected elites of our country and our democracy. And to our students, he is working on that leg, compassion. Mr. President, I've shared with you the story at UGS. Let me now share this vivid experience of virtuous achievements. St. Mary's Boys Senior High School was declared best student in visual arts in the 2024 West Africa Examination Council, West Africa Best Performing Student from the Western region, APOA in the Western region. Mr. President, whilst the West Africa Exam Council was announcing how brilliant this young man was, he was accompanied by his parents, who openly acknowledged that the boy have not been able to access tertiary education because they simply don't have the financial will to do it.
Mr. Honorable Haruna Idris live on TV, SYZ, and also on Power 97.9 FM in all our affiliate stations across the country. Yako yenum His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so editu just initial the decan Koreano academic user fees no nipa makumako 15,000 and omo a benefit ya just say nursing training for midwives for more shase nyina no esimu nyina mo ka ho na yente sema His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, President Papa, what did you do?
Tertiary education is not just about a certificate. It is the engine that powers a modern society. It is the engine that creates teachers, doctors, engineers, scientists, entrepreneurs, and public servants. It spurs innovation, it deepens civic responsibility, and fosters national identity. According to the World Bank, every additional year of tertiary education increases an individual's earning by up to 17% in developing countries. And yet, according to the 2021 population and housing census of Ghana, only 18% of Ghanaians aged 18 and above have completed tertiary education. This means over 80% of our adult population lacks post-secondary qualification. We launched the no-fee stress policy, a bold, equity-driven intervention designed to remove financial barriers to entry into public tertiary institutions. Beginning this academic year, the state will cover the academic-related fees of all first-year students admitted in our public universities, colleges of education, technical universities, and nursing training institutions, who in many cases would otherwise have had to forgo their dreams for lack of funds. This policy is more than a budgetary item. It is a moral, constitutional, and developmental initiative. Far too many of our young people have worked hard to pass their exams and earn a place in our tertiary institutions, only to be turned away because their families cannot afford the upfront academic fees that have to be paid.
Well, that was the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, live on TV, SYZ, and also on Power 97.9 FM. Yeah, to us, a year founding member of the New Patriotic Party, a year Dr. Charles Rekun Brubi, not just say, or the Ensembi, the Atujana, Sana, Ede, and no Ebebano, not just say, and Guadano, more receive, Umisi Obidia, and no, or commercial bank, Ghana commercial bank, now I reflected a day. Yeah, Kolani being so kasa yentie kakra.
I think it was true. And secondly, I checked on Google and they were saying they will pay it to us second year. So I didn't think they will give it back to us.
So now that you've seen some friends have benefited, you want to go and then register now?
I want to know if we can still register now.
But I hear the portal is opened.
We were trying yesterday, but it was not working.
I wasn't having any money. So when I received it, I was like, wow. And what he said, he meant it and he has truly done it. And I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy.
But you know that the money has to be returned to your parents?
My parents? It's true. They give it to me. I'll tell them. But the money, I'll take it. It's mine. Next year, if I don't have money to pay my fees, which is maybe my parents are facing financial difficulty, I can probably use this money to pay. If it's still with me, yeah, I have to even think about it. I can use it to pay for my next year fees. Yes, and it will really help me.
A lot of parents want to get the exact money for their children to pay the school fees. So I think the government giving us back our school fees will help us. It will help reduce the stress on parents as well and those who have to prepare their wards for school. The government has really helped in taking up this lift on us.
It would go a long way to help me because I can save the money for some 1 or 2 stuff.
Joe Mahama. The way the Uber MPP. The Joma May, some people are no guno. I may MPP mapa will be a move. Because a Juma Jomama bono president, a Juma Wobona no you. What cancel away yo? Said Jomama Cass may way, we once said them. You mean shrow. Your funeral wo papa your friend say excellency John Dramani Mahama. Say your funeral. Now coupon uncle so now on the currency my. Hey, under this democratic dispensation, you won't be the who. Me kwa dim ni so obeye kura anya this year. Jomama buy and then 7 months and then 7th day of July 2025 and then papa 7 months. Na mina mi so obeye kura bia obeye implement we bia ni the 3rd year ma na se bibisa. Umama mu ya akono do Jomama. Umpe we na apede President Papa pass umpe we na apede Kotobe kumba kufadu 8 years ya stress or the Ghana for parents FM. What would you call that? Why? When your friend is so we leader, or Kasa within the Kasa so, or Sheba within the Bosch so. That's a leader we. Sama championia Najanda Mana, one day I champion bim. President John Dramani Mahama. Wame more fe. Na de bia makoso aba wabaso kwani say ya wama system no mo ayedin Jomama kwani say ya epeni say ya Dr. Kalisus mu kwani say ya onmonyafo Julo Zabra mu kwani say ya mai. Yes, and that Mr. Manage Abraham hu president Edema President was a chairman of the board of ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development. Who delivered a speech at Marriott Hotel and every and some more can say. Almost started a project way now MPP in power 2 years ago. And they almost signed this agreement, you know. Say bank no support to Ibrahim Mahama, engineers and planners with $100 million. Na iye we kwa bekwa wie no ni assign edede yin $30 million. Hwe Black Voter Gold Project. Black Voter no gold we PM ho. We eyani ya Ghana de o. Yani aye de. Na so ba wo se saka papa na kasa asemu ya na ya no fo bi akwa baby. And your mama buy a president yana yedi we ama Ibrahim. We die obia ti obi mi amenu Bernard Avle no hobi eye awudu Metro TV no hobi amemu ofe keke now she say Sam Jonah hey Ibrahim na minshira wate sabusu na o papa wo bobra na inshani di mu nyina mo so sa mo so ankyere mo Kufu adon kofu kokoti sa mamofo na mo de bre na otwe wiye papa your friend said Dr. Charles Reku Robe wase jomama aban no MPP fo nya dede no just kopia money dede na omo ye no omunyai ati munya dede no mu ye dede dodo na omo distracted president omo alawa jomama aban no nya na djuma say after your markings I was account for your tenure as the former board chairman of ECG. Martin Sema Rekubu Baker, Yintine.
Since the beginning of the year, the opposition has been trying to use every occasion to tell Ghanaians how nobody understood all the good they did, even giving the impression that Ghanaians made a mistake in voting them out because they didn't understand all the achievements. And every opportunity that is available is taken to try and give the impression that the government did better than Ghanaians decided on. Rather than, just sitting down for at least a year to reflect on your defeat, allowing government to get on with trying to implement what it asked the Ghanaians to let it implement, and then in about a year or two be in a position to start to punch holes if you think that you did far better. But it seems to me that all that is happening in Parliament is an attempt to try and relitigate election 2024 and try to give the impression that everything that is being done successfully under Mahama either started from NPP or was due to some things that we are not convinced about. The NDC and its independent supporters have 2/3 of Parliament, so they do not need to waste their time being distracted by an opposition which is just trying to score points. Democracy also requires that once we've had an election, we should give room for the government who has been elected to show us what it can do. The minority in Parliament, I think, should shut up because the problems we are facing are largely due to the minority failure to act or act irresponsibly when they were in government. All that is happening in Parliament is an attempt to try and relitigate election 2024 and try to give the impression that everything that is being done successfully under Mahama either started from NPP or was due to some things that we are not convinced about.
Is it how, for instance, the minority leader has been behaving in Parliament a lot of the time, challenging, for instance, Deputy Speaker Hiafo and the others?
The only thing I ask the minority leader is that he should account for his stewardship of ECG in 2023-2024. If he is able to account for the huge losses that ECG incurred under his stewardship, we may begin to listen to him.
The record will be a doctor or someone shut up. Mukama nuntum, muje de dodo. Empty noise. You didn't know you say be any Simunya Bano. Ye papa no, ye can. Ye will say your mama or boy Juma. Your mama boy Juma. Well, Prophet Kofi Uduru. Sir Munim so na founder Edema Alabaster International Ministry. I said it here about 3 weeks ago. Say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Ovi Nyankopon enim. Na abrante ya friend say ato esien omonye bibi mfa no ho e won someone prison ho. I said it here. Sa papa no wako 37 adwoada ukuada ene fiada bia na pomuden no e wo fom ati minim say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama obeye. He will do it. And we say it drew a year July Musina ayana amnesty ni ade eba ti me pardon ko fo bebre hwehwe won semunumu e be on head grounds ene ne keka ho a it me pardon enye first time ajo mama obeye saade ni bi ene afi Akufo-Addo betena so 8 years nyina wa ma amnesty 1 8 years nyina isa na koma enye papa ene prophet Kofi Oduro akasa is calling for Atu Asians to be added to the list of persons to be pardoned by the president this year. Etache mi ankasa Papa Nyaminsha wati.
There's a petition coming to your table by the lawyers of that young man. Please, that young man is too intelligent for prison. And at the moment he has a health challenge on humanitarian grounds. Please, could he be added to the people that will be pardoned this year? Atu Asian is the name, not Akuhifo. Atu Asian is the name. They are asking. That young man knows how to make money. He knows how to build businesses. He knows how to build even a nation. I think it will be a waste for him to be in some. Even if he is owing this nation, let us release him to come and work and pay his debt. Rather than to die in prison, I think that it will be a waste of life. Me and Mijina, I can go to prison. The people who have gone to prison and come back, when they tell their experiences, you will stop your nonsense.
And I know that the president is watching because I hear no tea. That's what made the manual to me. His Excellency. Ye baby found. Menkasa bebre. Well, Abraham Sema ene ewie ifi MP before asoye aba. Abranti ene na neti UK. Ewie ya o minu yakumi. Ewie ya Emrese bedwani a young man owo eye akwatia MPP Emrese bedwani owo akwatia ewie ya brante fe wahwere no nkwa kumi adan NS ye wa agirenga no ewie bia ene na netra program so tama no opese obeye MP ene na wo ba man plak confirm say MPP for ka say omuma show no subim Abranti kama bebu no. Hey, we wotri modin. Die be nko a. First time haba parliament ni. Boso me nso pepepe ni. Aba. How mo three modern for? Too early. Kumi. May he so rest in peace. Wiasi ba koya de bia meka kire say ye no da ye hu o adakaten 6 feet we wo kọ wedi MP team asa wadi 7 months bire nyina atwatia V8 no amfa nko ne mpabo a wɔhyɛ nyina amfa nko ne siuto akasi a wɔhyɛ a wɔde kɔ parliament fɛfɛɛfɛ amfa nko den na woti wiase a wopɛsɛ wo soa yɛmfa wiase ensoa na ona uyi obi a woni ho a obi ye ne ho yɛnsa hwi wo wiase o me se yɛm no dɔ yɛ ho ne mmerɛ ho ase cause ewie yɛ nyɛfɛ young man 40 years kwa wonya young man da bia no osere na ya juada binye na Black Monday pa. Let's put NDC MPP aside. Abranti we no ubunipa we share wa how our be no I interact. MPP abusu ni na ya mamo shede. Na abasi no by election meba. Asa kweti akwenya no. Na ye ekoha na ba ha. Ono baba jama ko yo na obey amasi abona hwewo obi so abebo amasi ahwewo hokwa no ni seat no asem wo ho ye da so court ni swearing in na a problem on the 6 January 2025 at asa and this yenye adwuma ye ne yankwaje nka ho wan pipi ni de sese agu awie wopa de na bukatine zati asene nkola na ewu ameti asibe ye yana ho simete wa ne nsamra sesia and akwa ya dwede de mu se dwede du se ya me Dr. Mponsa emfa eni agro ya pom de ho hia yi papa doc ene de na wo man
ya meta ka se enipa yenkwa ehia ne santi se wo ye nyuma pa ayaresa eka ho enti ya Mugabe ne bre no de sa atamoyi ama me ne wo se wo tie di program na awo se bre bia onya empomden ne santi ya Dr. Mponsa makofa magic machine e de aba na mede boa ewiase nipa nyina eno ti se wo yare da fie na wontumo nante wo da fie wo ji pains bi chese etete wa brabo entemu a to America bra Dr. Mponsa Heba Hospital wo ba mesa yare na ho ato nyankopon ama metumi a mede sa yare eye madwuma eye masede se wo yare na aye osu ne areho aye koda na ne dadwen no mensa yare na wonso ontunya adwuma mboa oman Ghana enipa biara wo yare dafie ebia wa yare wode kura de wo ye obi a nante kura eden ma mayem faunto ayefrensen yem faunto kam na yem famra spentes Kosa Junction wunya dru Kosa Junction hono a busa taxi station na won say wo hwe Dr. Mponsa so de Uber anase Yango anane yakeka hono ne beba eno ane so beba Dr. Mponsa Heba Hospital edo beba straight abedru me hospital ho na onso wabeje wayaresa obi wo se doctor media ne se me yare ekuro ewo meridie num nanso me hu se ebia yare no din di sei ana sei wo ba ya so ya ye wo mfidie ho ya de ba hwehwe onipadua no nyina ebia na acid eko onipadua no mkese na hawo ebia na ekuro na aba onipadua no na hawo eno na ama wanya ahohyehye honam yawo ene ne ka ho abroni ka bibi se burning sensation ohonam hyehye yiye entamo abra na eno kra de 20 minutes na sa ahohyehye nyina ajai obi wo se doctor manya pains machika sei misisika sei mimu eye me ya pain severe sa nipa no 20 minutes na pains ni nyina ajai eno ti e fe no magic machine enya same ka magic machine na ya nya dro ho ya dro pa na ansana no ebi nipa biara se pains wo ho anansa blood cells no yare ye eho adwuma na se ahoɔden eba wase ye ma okura duro na ekura duro no so ekum kuro na ewo osese no mu nyina na hoto kama pa obi tie me na wase doctor medie no sa ekuro na wo kan kura menti ase ewo a misisi ene meto ase ye fra na sciatica sa sciatica osteoarthritis ene de ba pa yie sa as sciatica yare bi a eso wo nan entini na yanso yie pa woto ase ho ene wo echiwa enye easy severe pains ankasa ena obenya Dr. Amponsa me the magic machine aba bra na be ye free na me hode abrewa ene akokora ebebobo ewo Dr. Amponsa Herbal Hospital me se abrewa ne akokora mo bebobo ewo Dr. Amponsa Herbal Hospital enti se wutie me na wo severe pains mo ma me mo papa wo tifie na oni ahoden se obetumi ahwe ne ho kakra ama mo nso makwa adwuma na otete mo yare no mo mfa no mre me na me ma na ahoden na nyame ama metumi na me mmoa no na onya nkwa na onya ahoden na watunu ahwe ne ho so na motumi akwa adwuma ama mo nyuma akoyie obi tie me na wose doctor me de me wo yare bi ya friend typhoid no obi wo so awo onim mama nchiro symptoms we ye wa that just wo hwehwe typhoid was symptoms bebre esene yare ahodo bebre so typhoid chewa symptoms ya obehunu mama mbo kakra so enchiro etoda obehu se wuti pa o eho na okon agene wachika se taa ya wo ya onfe ata wo uyem ebubom wani so chiru etoda na ye wo se obewu adebeche na ate ho etoda unya constipation ayamtim etoda so a na ese wafa afaduro na yam ahwie kakra typhoid ye yare bi a de betumi achew ama ofiefo wo ankasa wakasa ofiefo na eyew nenso nye ofie ni bia na eyew typhoid sa na tie ena last na me ka o ha se typhoid achi obi ama no na chese na busuamfo se oyebaifo na sofo se oyebaifo nenso typhoid ena achi maami ma na omuwo money poso no typhoid che no a ebetumi ama na kasa oyebaifo me na meku asumasi me na meku asumasi sofo ise ka na wakum bebre wakasa enipa obi a obakai se wawu ni kurom bi o se wona eku no sofo se akaba ako mami otiwa o se ono kai se urade Yesu awu ena o se me na mku Yesu sa asem asa typhoid fever achi maame no a yesi o ye baifuo maame no se wona ekum ya kokum urade Yesu ansana ne ma no hu se o maame yare na o yare na mom onye baifuo ene ya sama maame no yare ma na ho ato no en man panifo no omunya money poso no yare bebre na tumu chi wo mu a because ne system no nyina da ne bema ye no enye adwuma ketewa enu nti se wotie mi a bonzo oba no nya 40 45 50 to 60 ho a jase ne ho ya homote ama wa hwe kora jase hu se de ono ne betena fie enye ono system no da ne bema enti se wotie mi na wo sa typhoid ibia ntemu a bra na yemu a onsa yare obi wo stomach ulcer peptic ulcer chronic ulcer gastric ulcer no do so bebre ni nyina ye kuro a eku wo ankasa uni padua ni nyina ye kuro ekuro na ewo wo yam no etete we sewo oni ma papa bi ese no na typhoid mmoa no etumo makuro eba wo yam pa na se wutie me na se wo ulcer bra oyam no ses no ewu ache yare na ache oba ya de machine no be collect ses no nyina na ya ma okura duro na saa ulcer yi afiri wo so obi se mi wo BP a ye frɛ no mojaboro so ana hypertension yare ba ko ni din bebre de ati nyina no saa yare no metaka bribia se doctor no mo waduro se BP aduro bisa se de na de BP no ma o se wa hunu ade kura ma o BP a yare no be ka o so wa faduro chase wo doctor kura se wo faduro wo nkwa na nyina na fufuo mpo udia eno brana ya muwa na ya nhwehwa de kura ma wanya BP na me nsolve ade kura no ma woni BP biem wontini mu sisi a BP ba kosoro ye bie ntini no ma wa BP ba ba fom ekuro ba wontini mu wa BP ba kosoro ye kum kuro no ma wa BP ba ba fom se wakoma laji a eye kese a BP ba kosoro ye korati akoma na BP ne ba ba fom se wo ye obi a wutie me na se BP tete na wotifie dia minia hwehwe Dr. Amponsa Heba Hospital na ye mo ya onkrofo bebre wo diabetes asichire yare nanso wo mo nte ase se diabetes na enkoda unya jina papa yie anka ebeko diabetes eba wo so a kwan ya fa so bani bibi wo yam ye fra no pancreas no na juma no se o de insulin ya juma ma wo but wo de no me kire wo o pancreas no wa fa duro sa ma duro na de da pancreas no nti pancreas no nya juma biem eba sa wasichire no be fa mojam na broni aka che so wo diabetes se wutie me nana sa wote sa bra Dr. Amponsa me ho wo ba me de machi be su yafunu no so na ma koleto pancreas no na ma aduro papa na fe pancreas no ho ato no ho to no a one diabetes biem West Africa nyina me ane best diabetes eti se wutie me na ma me mo number no na frame na asobati asemo na kakra bi me say me was Spinters Coastal Junction taxi rank wa busa wa mo say o we Dr. Amponsa o de uba nso a but Dr. Amponsa Heba Hospital and I wonso a wo Kumasi ye wo hwim Tigwe Junction taxi rank wa Dr. Amponsa ye wo honso je numbers no me bono yie pa na wa fa ne yie said ye be ya obetumi afre eya memmusa se o de se ne beba hospital eno de mempesa obe ye sa hospital ye nyane sa me yanhwe onwie na won kwanti a yete ho ma me mo number no eya 0243 1108 75 0243 1108 75 Messias is our number no subim 0243 1108 75 Tigo line no suni 027 85 99 611 027 85 99 611 ofre na ye busy a sanfre na abenya yen Mugabe nyame nshira bebre yare amenye ho aduru ane cho de ye wo ba ye ntomo mo se nye cho na yare biara akuti a no hwehwe Dr. Amponsa Heba Hospital na nyame na nye so bejo nkwa
Mido, you're not Biana. I'm going to you about this every time I can say, baby, shit. My gosh.
Junior! I'm saying so enough for me, do you know? Sister Cospa, it's a winning gas. I'm using the why. My why?
Down Yankanawa.
Ah, sister, course. Use gas. Gas ye fast, ye easy, ye convenient.
Let me see your head.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my potting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye dear grow, na yes, edu maybe crana, me bano timide, or maybe gumi so weekend. Hey, remember. I don't think I'm catch you say. Yeah, no medi garlic capsules. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi garlic capsules. Yes, medi garlic capsules.
Mugabe Maase garlic capsules. Boa mamoja dini paduani mu efurusani yi na esiesie oba ne barima mahona wodin. Ubinya edoi bi ato omanyi mu pharmacy store frey 050-349-4885. Edoi enye mamofra enye ndi fie dumienu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Mugabe Maase hunni how FDA ajije din kratui atu.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there! We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 Ga West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
If I cry na menyisika, etia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre menya bosia ato taxi foforo. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamwa kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodoɔ bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekukuro bosia, susu account, ene da so wɔ hɔ savings account, me bada chain savings account, ene de keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Na won so wetumi aka sɛ
Suhum Rural Bank ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank enti mepa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Ghana, get ready to win big and live large with Mega Cash Lucky Box, the game where you could walk away with instant cash prizes. It's easy to play. Just dial *426*5# on all networks. Follow the prompt, pick a lucky box and reveal your cash prize. It's that simple. Win massive up to 500,000 Ghana cedis. Don't miss your chance. Players all over Ghana are winning now.
I won!
What are you waiting for? Dial *426*5# or visit www.megacashluckybox.com and play on our web portal. The minimum to play is 5 Ghana cedis. Your lucky box could be holding that big cash prize. Mega Cash Lucky Box. Dial *426*5# and win instant cash today. Don't wait. Remember, terms and conditions apply and is NLA approved on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Sama kwaba Ediba TV SYZ and Power 97.9 FM and affiliate stations share ewo wiase afana babia wajebre se utie na bibia so ededa eye na kwemu kama well some ewo ha etwen se yenu aba eye doctor eye Mary awusi beba be join e oni Lester near to me digest issues ni na kama inti sama wa ha no edoso na obi bisa say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama obetna sui dian en watumi aye abra obefa akonya no on the 7th January 2025 yi 11 no eye firi ho yi 11 no ye firi ho betting tax no ye free ho emission tax no ye free ho ye the free tertiary education policy aba dollar rate no a drop every 17 about 10.35 data price no so no yate form about 15%. Inflation reduce about 13.3%. 24-hour economy no so 24-hour policy no so ya launch it. National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving and also ya launch it. No Thanksgiving be so kama enti wuhwe niama we nyina etime bo no modern asa lanche introduction of the Ejumawura program here no so create jobs, free sanitary pass edema school for nkwada asa lanche the blaster experience no a cultural and tourism revival initiative. Operationalization of the Women's Development Bank. Our bank, budget with seed capital provided. Establishment of the Accelerated Export Development Council. Hosting of a national economic dialogue to shape long-term fiscal strategy. Restructuring of loss-making state-owned enterprises for improved efficiency. Reintroduction of book and research allowances for university faculty. Provision of teaching and learning materials to public basic schools. establishment of a jobs and skills machine platform. Start of revamping the Youth Employment Agency, that is YEA, for expanded job access. John Mahama. Oh boy, too much. When you na busumiti ewemu. Media na mini say obeye. And the investor confidence the we are emrofono eba. Pesa media na saying Honorable Julius Debra eko kasa wase. Chinese for a person omo me assemble omo bibia ewa ha. Cars in Yawaha, machines in Yawaha. Who president or vision? Or what abadaye? Who fear Nansa? And behind every successful man, Biano, no Bapa Pebisu Techri. Yama Melodina Mahama. Minya Mishrawati. And sometimes, what's Asia? Look at the people around the president. First, Akufo-Addo takes up as president, you know. Ehona na Kofi-Jima babe mane Akufo-Addo baba hona no mo ware. Some folk wana no mo de o man ma. Enehwe see the Jubilee House SI akono. Hwe Indian Prime Minister Baha, hwe see the Chrome SI akono. Swatini Keni bae, hwe see the Chrome SI akono. Nana ti obi betime de musume kakra bi attend things around like this. Your mama. Wame more fedodo. And nothing of Rakubube, doctor say, MB before no more shut up, or munya de no. No mama papa ni peace. And you know what? Who Honorable Julius Debra as chief of staff. Look at the two deputies. My good brother Sandogbe and my big sister. Lawyer Nanawi. She presidency who COP Kofi Boakye retired. Yamame Mariata. Yamame Valerie Soya. Name them. Dr. Callistus Mahama. That's my big brother. Dr. Callistus Mahama. We are too much. Look at the ministerial areas, you know. Honorable Kwame Abuja. Hey, contractors, no. Mo contractors, no more boy, Johano. Mo show me ye, mammy. Yes. So, what call Kuhun a Juma? Kofi job, airbo, Kofi job, airbo, air bono. Any Asante regional. Who baby do? Ali said we juma obo motorway so and then someone of uncle and yasam ketwa. You should top them contractors in a bomb home a day. The finance minister I am when you come home. Scan flow ha Emma Krumu yade Munya between to our workers neka Nama Kruma yede. Tia mama when you call contractors no. You minister papa or that. Finance anu any problem on about to force any problem. That's a major view about good board. Mina kwa meka atene manyane TSA good board wo mo bia tumuku ha minu abaze na bne team ni nyina mechacha am. Felix NDC secretary Subriso and your birthday, happy birthday to you. Subriso for amuti nyina opanyine kokuka kraka busu afọ nyane TSA before him watwana nan mo sedo panyi kwa kukakraka na mefa okrensi yeni do ayebeba me ama konta kwa kubon so eko me so ayebeba sube so hine nana ncha kese yankoma fa ye waje mo hwe life amemo na fedodo sesei adwuma esen bawo every this month enkosi next month ye befa post for ye befa eye fire for ye ba befa immigration prison. All the security services in recruitment eba so. But yet new enlistment. Mo yamani ye fedodo. Dr. Omane Boama, Defense Minister, Honorable Kofi Boa, Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Felix Kwachu Fusu, Minia by Joyce Bawa, Mama Memono aye fe crowd. Media me say, Jomama, ye coin could to join me a bompire, ye mom pay a mapapano. Yes. Ye mom pay ma papa no. Wo hia sumdue. Wo hia yam pay bo. Say the all part dia kwakotoko no. Ye nya na bro. And before they didn't too much. They didn't too much. But some of us see free from manuma o mo benya space. Today be a midijane beta o moto sa. Midijane beta o moto sa. Ese dwene o musuro no voice le kasa na be before ye din o mutime challenge ne Mugabe asa. Because me di ade ne beto ho a pefe. Sikatua bi anim, bribe gie bi anim. Asam ne ba asa ne tie ne sane ka wasa meka no pepe na meka no. It is well. Nipa ya ade a wasa ye. Ade na na kufu ado de 8 years ase no John Muhammad de bosumi nsia asesa na ye nie. Ene hwe gold board. The cocoa board sector no. Ye hwe hawa Dr. Randy Abe my senior brother. Seni wosi sese niema ho. Oko forestry a Mr. Brown ko hede Mr. Brown wama forestry no adwuma na be attractive. Hede IGP ye okruma. IGP hede we okruma. Wudru IGP aye Inspector General of Police papa your friend said aye Christian Tete Yehunu. Ade adam parede enfie bebre asano no. Papa ya IGP a otiswe Christian Tete Yehunu ade just few months attending things around in the police service. Fire service. Mami obaye you say even first quarter no waboma ya save 151 million. Womu di jashishie ni shia no. That woman strategically don't go there. What turning things around at the fire service. And now when you go to defense ministry, the collaboration between Dr. Omane Boama and then the CDS don't go there. And I would take the day ewo soldier numbium. Co prison service who did the day hobium. Yama me says ba for boni. Mami ko mi shane da. So yetra na ye kan nipa asema e be dwini say oh ye affirmative action. He am go be office. Me ofre me kra edin say obenyame. What is here? Aba we better say ene program ba ko pe eno ma frame o manyame wase. Eno ko I went because it's Ibrahim Mahama. Enye cheap. Your capacity. Me love one was soro. If you are soon and me as na mu dua. Oni penifo na to nsa ye den edidi. Ndra me hia say Sam Jonah. No den sato me nsa yam ha ga me say hey Mugabe. Upa chuma papa. Hey, na enye privilege kwa sa papa we me dem nsa beto ne. Tie di no say Sam Jonah. Ibrahim Mahama, Dr. George Ajekum Donko. Got the personalities. Abai kama ama enei engineers and planners. Black Voter Gold Project acquisition facility signing ceremony. Akoso Marriott. $130 million. And umudi ewremu from statement a free president and chairman of the board of ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development. Papa no Ghana. Okay, say mo obi akodina botene koye NDC ni MPP. Yes. Waka sam no kwana me ho adwere me. Ibrahim Mahama. So abanfun ye twa mu yi. Mo de omode start ye no. Ye de ba mane de ye de mama wuntumi atu galamsi ase no. Ba wuntumi de odi nchine boto 1000 obedem. Ijele born ho papa. And a buffer stock. Ma was MPP for no. Omu ni adwuma ye. Enti omu so mu koye demonstration nipa ko demonstration ko mu 20. Adaya atomo de obi di bone a obi di o man sika wo kwambone so na yesi ye hwehwemu a na munkoa na munimo mra wo Ghana ha. Alaji said we are going to go Dr. Oponi. Umu court for 8 years. Yes. Umu court for 8 years. Penny for I do my toto. I mean, a sector so mobile juma. And no free zones. Almost say her few months. Correct? Yama made Dr. Mary Awuzie wa changing yama. Jo mama appointees o mama say omo ba be police ka wo. Omo ba say omo ba magana diye. Omo ba magana ya dai Ghana ediye. So me kasa ya na minim de America. Me kasa ya na minim de America. Me defend jo mama ba na minim de America. Ese jo mama ya appointment ama Rosemont wa be presidential aide. John is not a vindictive type. One say Kufuado. Jo mama dwene Ghana for ho. Enti ane obi e ma appointment bi ana man for and away what there be. Wonim data o de na be se ba bia o de na question. E bia adwuma o be ye no miminu mienu entumi nye. Yes. Minu mienu entumi nye. Kasani you too much in the system. And you fear na ya mamuo. If you na wudi amana wudi ebebechina. Ubi ani ebeti me appointed in the Jubilee House. Wudi amana wudi ebebe ochina. Kasani you too much. Grassroots munya abotre. Papa na wudi o man nanim no. Ye na nyame asese saasi bebi e wo sesi ye nya leader bitise no. Yes. Abaya no. The obeye no few weeks a ye de kwato aba no. Ye ka che say, "Wo sa situation of mu no. Obetra ha kasai on the 3rd December 2024. Rosemont what ya ni sit ni on this show. Wo kwa na ezema na okano na mu nsuro ma no. Bia de beba e abotre. Wa afena empenefo asim konya atrase alisa nurse ne osisi uti no obesha sa Dr. Mary Awuzie so me big sister on so baba betrase dog betrase mame na eja bibia nkonkan kama high TV SYZ and a power 97.9 FM mame na me hu simeti wa mona membra na afi ye ba free zones CEO ye mame Dr. Mary Awuzie abetrase Alessa Nelson so atrase me ba sisia.
Every human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehinfa pa na menya bosia, edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre, ni busia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamwa kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodoɔ bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekokro bosia, susu account, ɛne daso wɔ hɔ savings account, me bada chain savings account, ɛne de keka ho. First Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Na won so wetumi aka sɛ
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti mepa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
By Edinburgh TVS was at Tana Power 97.9 FM. Inside Politics, you may and Wasugusua Uti. Yafe, my mamma Bejafu Aquaba, my sister Elha, Dr. Mary Auzi. And as let me tell you one thing. Tama Eko Techima Tamale for the campaign a year launch.
Yeah.
Nameka almost a semeka to minimitimuno. Nemi yaka nipa be 7 e be den
Mugabe
me fa phone
we aduafo asem so de beto wa jaja
bi oni pe bi ade a wasa yi na oyi ne kan
na this is all party na wo bisa me na me obi I don't see why it is a meka
any ni pe nyina ne beti na
no
people ade a wasa yi
oh Mugabe
yes ti yo e be ade ne ko free zones
obebo adwuma no so better na chi
thank you
the better
you see ono
affirmative action continue
excellency zitabensi okwa na ono abehye na 9 Mondays
okay internet say me dey bia o dey man na on penisa me dampo me dasa o tene a oba wo ayo me pe papa na e ma me to ne ba form na nganya sanga by this time I'm the kokko to that
obey village.
Oh wow
when his excellency John Dramani my money na ba the board
now can they see over pay years that mean you aketwa ni Mugabe minim sir da bia metie na o se ofie menhia hemfie ofie pampas so me say Mugabe de afei ne papa yi ase ye koye komidu ho abusu apanyin na wote yi ase me papa
Padiase. Do you see me could be bonia? And I said, Swami was
it. Me, I say, I pick up penny and I answer, no answer, no. No, so you me use lens and sharing to name, senor. I say, I don't know, I know him so you can tell Mugabe. And one no better Busian, that's not me say, hey, we are say, Paona, but the papa,
vanity.
To me, I get to a name, Mugabe, and Yanchen, Busian Mupa, send or the one me me, as you know. Miss me the how bit wow. Tina make us sense say you may be what it all.
So good. Unless I be able to go.
Oh, nyam divine selection.
by elections.
Akwatia. And Eskume may so rest in perfect peace.
41 years.
Mugabe, and then age, does not matter.
Heart attack.
Does not matter. Your heart can stop 41 years. It can stop at any time. 5 years, crowd come stop. It is by divine selection, Keke, that you are alive. That's why I've always told you. You learn to live for others at every moment, at every opportunity you get. You live for others, so that the day you are not there, you will remember for what you did. Me sure say many more people will remember in Eskume is though it's not from my political persuasion.
Yes. I drink Ghana from London.
Okay. Young affable gentleman, and the way he even won the seat in some by near Adiano. I drink better than Nitriso. So heart attack and so there it comes from some of these things. Debiano Mugabe. There's one thing I also learned growing up, So when you are waking up from bed, you don't just get up to say what the 5 years was sorry boom there be. You go through a gradual process. You try and sit before you release your legs to come. And then before you get up, so that you watch that circulation is effective before you get up. And so I'll be to me, sorry, no sign traffic, no be anyone at your house, bro. But I'm highly honored to be seated by your sister, Dr. Frizo's board. And then the authority. Yes, Frizo's authority. Sama meeting patch with their mamu. And once I've met you here, there are so many notes that we can share together. And I'm the type I like to see women succeed. I've always said the affirmative action champion here, 30%. So I want to let you succeed where you are. So anytime you have a problem, you can reach out to us. We also reach out to when we have any issues with the Free Zones Authority in order to make you succeed and also make JM succeed. Yeah, no, you mean no confirm me yeah, you confirm JM buy. You mean no penny a bop or Bianca Ubisano. A bit too natural was here. Bianca 1 year campaign. Into one so we can say for complaining say and I mean it's just 6 months and you want your brother to succeed. And it's on far unko baby now you get ma get na ye. Get na you but from fabem. Dabida. So Obeka say 1 year adwuma. So wherever you find yourself party ni who a young person go and seek YE assistance. Nyoma be braba YE. Go yes, you organize this branch, you organize this, get yourself involved, get information, share it with the young people, women's wing. Opportunity be braba. Go and get the information. Use your party people, get involved. I mean, this morning I was forced to fight on a certain platform. But why I joined the banter was that in the end, and it's only just 6 months. So we cannot be calling anything. We have to wait till the last day. Mugabe, do you know, under the last regime, my reward came 5 days before JM left power. 2nd January, JM was leaving power on the seat. My reward for all I've been doing, I didn't even expect a reward because I was happy that he was there. I told you he went to school with my siblings, you understand? And me, I knew he'd be president way back. So becoming president and seeing him and joining politics, supporting him was not a problem for me at all. And like I told you, Mugabe, 5 days to the end, 5 days I got a call, miraculous call. People had been complaining. My reward came. I saw my reward. 5 days to the end of the regime. So I will not stop. Let nobody discourage anybody here. And when we sit here with the passion that we will see the NDC dominate Ghana politics and then be able to transform this nation. Look at his rollout policy on the 24-hour economy. When he spoke, this is somebody who had been mentored to become president. When he was vice president, remember, he attended the African Development Bank project under Adesina. They brought all the vice presidents together to train them to be able to develop corridor development projects. Say, school because it be a kwani fanu so akro mo bi entumi ntoka no de afasa kwani so but say we see school down ho akola bi wo betumi akọ school na dachi wa be ni so they taught them at the African Development Bank to go about the corridor development project. So when he launched the 24-hour economy, you see where he picked it from. He picked it from Kwame Nkrumah's 6370 development plan. That's the foundation. And then look at the name. It's a corridor development project. Somebody has been mentored to be able to develop his country through this corridor development, and today going into a position for 8 years and viewing it. And the approach is that government will not be the main financier. So they have seen the problems. Kwame Nkrumah tried to use the state to do industrialization. We didn't succeed with it. So now, this one, I'm telling Mugabe, me, I want to go and sleep. Yes. I mean, this, look, Guzi Tando, we've seen, you brought a man here the other time, the finance expert, and look at what they are doing when it comes to finance. They are talking about linkages, partnerships. You understand? Yes. And then corporations in order to get finance to drive the project. So they are prepared. Me, I've said it. He didn't come to fail, not at all. He knew what he was about coming in. And by his footprints in this one, the NDC has won the 2028 elections already. Well, winning. That's why Mugabe have told you that if it will be possible. Because, how did they say the campaign to bring Baobia is on course? Munya Foundation, so let them continue. Yes, the illogic of their presidential candidate will be laid bare when they present him. Everybody will know their weakness. It's me that's in the privilege to be here. Only when you are into Shwenemo Sisimi, we are 2 against 1. Shwenemo Sisimi.
Don't worry, Yo, Minyabema, Medawase. Minyabema Alista. Also, Momoye, privileged and honored to be here with me today, but I can't say vice versa. I remember the time that time now there's a baby politicians, there's a form kakaka. That time we were looking for platforms like this to, also come and speak on behalf of the NDC. But at that time, if I'm here today with you, for me, the honor is all mine. For my mention, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana. Your Excellency, I salute you. Namenchia, the first female Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. Me call program be Luanda some few days, any up to weeks. Na omo Vice President yoba, omo Speaker of Parliament yoba, and na omo Chief Justice and so yoba. Inti na mene omo Angolan be in China or can. Oh, we have a Vice President who happens to be a female. I'm Ghana, so we also do have our president as a female. Inti bibia. What's how who said yet here? But outside Ghana, who said Ghana, I think said the timing is very right for us to have a female vice president. To your bar, and say what the whole one. Yeah, my Professor Jane Nana Upukwajama. Mechiano, the Nyamia sense for her life. A car time for be a nanko answer, and so Yamin to was sorry. Or best as sorry, sorry. Or more a boy one who sent you a city. Just about 2 days ago, now social media now. My hearse will be MPP Nibia could picture be a mammy Nancy be a better. I'm saying, Mammy, Oko 80 years old. And one pie say, and be cry benya, sir, in Fiano. Oh, my colacetwa 41 years. Now, most of them, Kuno.
Yet it is a heart attack.
Yeah, sure.
Yet it is.
Maybe some more. Many violence as I come in peace. Mibusa, yeah, who be paying. Today, Mibusa, they say 41 years. Any MPP party now, woman. More sure, say a year heart attack. You, Medibesi ha. Say a heart attack in the coon and it's Yaukumia. Yame fan a cra in sea. Na menim seseniate bia branti otise wo yere obewo ma edu samre ya edin na yere awoja na kire ne ma abusuafo na mfofo ene Ghana se no parliament sa enti eba ne se ya eye nyina e na de ato ye ni na ahometi bebre ene ye no bi ye nyina ye nsua bibi mfim MPP fo a no omubo owutoma ye maame because we panyini wanyini ni fie no edoso no omuhu se sa aduamo no se wo hwese ne wiasa ye kra aduamo no ebu eten aduadada na se papa yi ye no krese heart attack ne kuna nyame emfa ne kra ensi na ntesa anso a MPP fo ebusam It's a we share Nioma air cost one and send you almost share one on my per se. Or polling station, yeah, kind of branch elections, or kind of polling station elections. To mean, yeah. Now, one per se chin and chine. Or day, Dr. Mood Baumia, as I'm a flag bearer. And it's an Omasha Sienta Muko position cradabe. And yes, 6 months. And I for the last time I checked, it's about 6 months. Yes, I said you were 7th month. I don't know more prayer or more hosa. What would you now, more so many years ahead of you in opposition. And yet, Moshe Nyoma, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Diego Aquemua, or Debeya. Mobecha opposition into Munyabotre. Na mun kun home poison mo ho fan tokwa say nyoma wo party ye besrem munya abotre menua bema me de eno beto ho na MPP fasem ye se ka adaje beboye ye hu nyoma bibire and anu me hu say he just could ya general secretary or your press conference I'm saying now you have co-opposition press conference. How many press conferences normal?
I'm an electoral commissioner.
I very Justin could you attack it? Yeah, manage Mensa. Justin could you? Ghana for any year TRC and then yeah, who said time changes and yeah, yeah, share who ye. Yeah, now too. Yeah, and some can yeah, especially yeah, I see if I'm on your some at 2 years. I see a baby. Yeah, share and some can. Justin could you accuse J. Mensa of sleeping with NDC4? Yeah. Dining with MDC4? Yeah. I told nice what must I told you. Na baako kwes I am a kese. Eh na akala budget. Enya brante na no kasa say we are seeing na nkutane nsem. Baumia aid. Mokai no 2024.
Passing campaign manager mpo.
Mokai no miracle budget. There were times me busa me ho say akura we kura to o ma me. O tudefo. O wayire. Ye kasa kire no ana wontie. And I know what was saying. I'm so I give you up on Ghanaians. I say me dey am me name say NDC for ye Ghana for I was just laughing. NDC for bet me the whole Ghana over 30 million people Edro say almost supporting Abai.
And then we have the charm. It means that we have the charm. We have
the power.
Yeah.
Munya Ghana my ni. Miracle about NTS say e ya hoto asumdue enije ebi wo Ghana say emframa nyina kra ebon the way emframa ebo. Once MPP for was so no say wo hwa na ewiem crash. Wo hia obi ase obi buafu. Wo hia nkrofo a ase obi ensere ase nkrofo kasa obesebese na no ye calculations na omo ye neoma. But na wo hia Ghana ni bia wo hu se Ghana ni bia ni age. Eno na ekoso Ghana enye dro bia. Dear magic o de ba ya ne se obeye Ghana ni bia ehu change a wo moto aba no eso mfaso. Over the weekend, so we share social media and your man na ekoso ye obi be ye advert bia na so mo aye o TikTok videos a wo se me koto mo na me to ni say yateso we se me koto anwa na me to ni say yateso we se me koto fuel na me to 600 a enyema be me to 500 ayema sa nyoma we na Ghana ni bia o feel the change in your pocket. O feel wo ni penny wo obi en mo tmu se ni pakro na koma aye dey atone yem ya tete kasika so for the first time Ghana yantini o masokra what you say che amemo we na nkara miracle abaje pese nka wo ye nipa mro na nka Ghana for e de echi abras ame ahoto abai
we se nka o man no NDC also their BB answer.
Oh, I said that is their prayer. MP here will free so what Eugene Hwan. Or say person John Mahama Mfili. Said they be ya na ban beba. But onye nyankopon MPP fo onye nyankopon na say be o ye MPP ni. E no nche say Ghana onye Ghana ni. It is 4 years here His Excellency was so man say ya wo no obusuan fo betimi atena. It is say be wadwemu da o ye MP former MP. You don't talk like that. Ye nipa bone ne mambosem. Minya bema mesro mechia no manchia Ghana free zone so for my directors omo sheme Dr. Mrs. Akolon, one of my directors who graduated just last week. Okay. My first akwenya we so na machia my directors nyina baako ne maame efi magia netu me ma yako na me wie no na me de ba say about appointments you know about Rosemont appointments said the agitations kakra aba from na mesre NDC for mesre especially your grassroots ese omunya apotre me de mete obia ase because me a grassroots person and I yen bi na yeba am ho besre mu votes yenim koma am ne yitie ene bo sha ye de shem ye besre ye wo 4 years ansan ye besa akọ 4 years akọ 4 years asa akọ 4 years na the first 4 years ye remu ye besre afeni atwa 6 months per ye rua the 7th month first month ye January after 7th no swearing was January 7th mebo until after January 7th no na ohwe na ye omampanyini appointment na all ye ntina memu na ankasa na ensheda en start ye ena still akwa appointment cry ye nwie enti mesre omunya abotre na abotre ni mu no so omunsan fanhye omutire mu se ohwe the numbers up meka NDC numbers ayewo ayewo book ma enye obia na benya appointment enye obia na benya appointment chobo ye nyina ayeye chobo nanso ye hu ne se 4 years ya appointment ya ya bantami ebia na 4 years no kwantu ye nyina ye be ye reshuffle ebi be free ha kwa ha ebi be free ye nka ne sempo enipa as part of human beings your society ewo kra ye dey awom for no dey na obi empese obeka ho asem whether we like it or not enye na brand 41 years okui woti ase enti enye den ya ebi beba beka ho na ebi nso ufrim ena enye obi anso na ebenya bie na emo meme meyawusi ameti hedi ade amede atomakoma so oba me office na NDC ni bia waba me office bedi ho adanse ne se ehemeti ko se eye politics na de makotena akonya ne so enye obi a na benya sa akonya no 2024 adwuma ye NDC ni bia ye adwuma obia in their own small way from the branch to the constituency to the region to national obia ye adwuma enti se nipa ko enya appointment na so oba me officer my doors are always open so oba no wahumi a na me ni ho nipa ko ba me office no be kana asem chemia my own small way bia me to me dia bo nipa no me ye de bo nipa ko enti mesre me colleague CEOs yem penny for ministers amonya akwanya no party for na enya appointment ne ba yem fa wo na yen hwe wo
very important
it's very important say nipa ko wo problem no oba na utimi so kakra no obi nso so nchen kakra mana onye that better talking about appointment on social media na emom nipa ko be hwehwe no feel so ye adwuma obi okra no ye polling agent obi okra na Ashanti region adwuma ye den na nipa ko kra ba office abechia na so mie pono meni ho ne sa nyoma na
bikwa ye yare ene
ebi okra na ye
obetima ye program e bewie ne gate ebi ana yere
ni be ene flyer yi ba abontin enko for try me for more and I will make sure say I will attend to everybody enye ne kese kasa kra wo bebie wa no akasa che nipa kra no e manakoma eto no arechichire fi nipa ena kakra wo benya ne nso no wo ma ne kakra kra nyame be hira ena de ya na ahomete ne say ya na your comrades ni bi refi said they will go back to the constituency for elections meme dear I'm not going back for any elections and so onu mpo no me bom modern say kakra metimi ayabo party ni bia obewura me office bia no me yabo no ti mesre say binuanom appointees onso mu ene nipa 4 years e wa ha ya maye ma na enye say yenye ba bi atena omo aka ne nyina they should go to hell there be yen hwe se sia na ablekuma elections abedawe Rabina open
o se support no
ese se support no
o we ne
ekwan bia society no na ye dia
kwa de mekwa ko ye polling agent
what you say sa city no na eye NDC dia ena J Mensa ene na na Akufo Addo ne na ban bone anyame yi wo mafiri so eye saa kita se hye ne kataso mu aso ye so ombedi aka wo mo ene de mensa wo hu se nyoma achichire na to the point say on to mean defending the actions
ene dampare
what you say ene dampare so she's left with no other choices than to declare her a rerun of some of the 19 stations wa be declaring say yensa ankoye re-elections na say any man ten ya see equity ekwakoto wo mo constituency what you say is very important intimesre
lekumano fo no so bibia boko rabna abre
intimesre mo ma ye nyina ye nkọ ho me kwa de enye awrabna nko akra na meka constituency no ye party comrades no what you say
by election
sa comrades na wo mo na ye because wo kan party na nye nkranko na wo party no e wo branch e ho na wo intimesre say in as much as ebinum feel say they deserve appointments but yet a delay and I say a maya no omo hu say obi an ebenya appointment that is a fact is a bitter truth let's swallow the pill na yenyin tum nso say changes ebetumi aba ama ebia wo a wote ba bi kasa bebre no na bedru ho say se efa be na won kasa ye ne won ye binti
na say wo
chance into one more at social media a post to platforms so e kasa e ken semo en se wo mo kasa ti aban no the mo kan nyina answer is on records and the Klaus into nyoma bi wo ha e bedu time bi abepese o delete kwa na went delete be na bi a bedru ho no wo ne ye no kasa into na appointment se fata wo no na won sanka into me stress mo ma yen hwe ye kasa ye ne ye especially social media so office say bibi koso enya wo da bra party office echna Tuesday ye hia fake meeting oba obehia mpanifo we na anya me de ono no internal thing enko ba bia efie nkomo e ba se paper kra dada na nyesa na momu bia anhwe mo kasa yie na fe bedru time bia wo qualify wo deserve a certain appointment afi e be kwa retrieve records no na wo ne ye ama a disqualify Minya bema me de masemo ba wiye no me kan bibi afa na no 24-hour economy plus policy aye launch.
Fantastic.
Say ni nyina is all about Ghana's industrialization. Fantastic. And I won't say what can Ghana's industrialization Ghana Free Zones Authority yedi mo akotene ye pa. As an authority obi kura bebu sasedi adwuma kra na ye. In fact before I made any appointment at free zones, now me feel say free zones adwuma no abrofo nko foreigners. And just say it's all about foreigners and other. Me call one me hu say sa Ghana for cra companies cra also chain foreign investors are ehum. Na de eye hu cra man ye de ne say we be register with Ghana Free Zones. Ye hwe usika kesi ekuta. Ye hwe usika boten. Say ye $1 million, say ye 100,000 cities, say ye there will be enhwe. The yeshushan say ye there ye promote export, adding value to raw materials by creating jobs. Na exporting, na fa forex bra. Na boy an intimate stabilize ye CD dollar issues e Ghana. Inti so far as war off takers were abroad. Now betimi add value to raw materials wa ha, creating employment. Now we are exporter no. Who qualify to be Free Zones member. Now we share the ye jumedi aye ni bi ne say wonya be register now qualify nya license a enioma we import enioma we export ni nyina ye duty free tax free ye ma tax exemptions and ma companies registered with Free Zones. And I wish a 24-hour economy plus policy now it's all about tax exemptions to companies, and the rationale behind this is to just expand Ghana's economy, just to attract investors to come in, stabilize, establish their business here, create more jobs. Now we enjoy Tinini the rationale behind it, just to attract investors. Na Ghana funds we woman so omo de omo harder than so. Ya boa wo ama omo so etimi expand your businesses. Omo expand your businesses. So omo nkofa brofo me yedwuma ho. Enye Ghana for na be yedwuma. Se Ghana for memunu nya adwuma ya. Ahonto mai. Ekom na de ani breba. Na sa akola no wie school wie na onya adwuma ye, onya ne salary na otumi han ne dan bi kura na onya ne car ketua bi tena so a Sa o man na sumdwenye no an ye hwehwe. Enti sa 24-hour economy plus policy ya His Excellency Alanji. And now na me hwe one of the TV stations MPP professor bi. O say I no dey want ase. Na me say professor mo. What's the 24-hour economy policy ase? Omo de man no kra to online into betimi akọ online what download the whole book no na what na na we read na they want ase contact wo no afa na ache wo na me hu ba bi potia a whole professor was on ase ehemfa na want ase yes bra utimi operate 24 hours sector specific exemptions omo a into agribusinesses omo idea to feed the industries and feed ourselves no omo tax exemptions pharmaceuticals tax exemptions and now omo automotive assembling wa ha ye mo so tax exemptions enti edie pa na o say ewo a onte ase na de me hu ne say MPP4 they are confused o share His Excellency the way o deliver no one by one but me ankasa at times I say hey His Excellency ti enyoma wo kan ye nyina na me kwam say next year dey no way because that's what ye nyina this year
send the nice baby so ni friend is over to boaboa na ni nice
what you say wo share enyoma His Excellency kan e levy wo say me ba ya meyi onyi ye betting tax na emebunu nya adwuma na kakra wo de kwoto chacha nya bia bedi a o say we need dia free we lose with sika dem we dia metal tax His Excellency say ade we enye logic me ba meyi onyi ye hwe first year for obi o ha wotimi wie school na ne maame amwa because of enjoy 3 years VSHS no o maame amwa ne ho enti okọ university no na school fees tua na fie nya na amana atana fie was a man no nya problem. In fact, as a member of the national campaign team, Anna Minim Sasadie was one of our key campaign message. There were days I was like, you beat me a year, you beat me a year. I'm telling you. And now me ya me wo me hwe me call social media University of Ghana. The students enije Mahametu ya. Watimi tuya sa sika we dia ma. First year students
15,000 students
15,000 students what you say sika ni nyina ma enti say sika we nya na system na people for no more there
15,000 students yes
what you say sika we nyina ama wo mo mini abema hwe dollar rate and a dollar that say 10.4 10.35 gram abochi bi so what dey 10.4
academic
at the time Ghana yes see the economic messiah says Samira Baumi eboni kunum rane the economic whiskey no abone hwene my husband is the economic whiskey the economic messiah he's done it before and he will do it again
Zimbabwe
and that Dr. Mahmoud Baumia dollar koya could do 17.5
so the national apietunsa or locking or chenisha apietunsa
yes never be inflation
and never be inflation akodru enne
ye benya single digit
enka ye be end this year ye benya single digit shebe be inflation akodru me say I don't know how His Excellency oh yes and your man why yen your man His Excellency jabutru yes and next year yen bibi because say ani ewie ni nyina
this is why you hit the ground running no tia say
but when they running with the speed
and say that's why you run and you fly again it's not flying
when he's flying
yes no man
besi abobi animo
dabi
share emission taxes ono kwa de na ye me yakeke say obi ti ho oni moto oni car okoto eya was ya so we see tax ade we na make sense to MPP for
we see mo na mo ye no fi
ezo we see mo na mo ye fi we see akese dem ga bin cash
weekly
is it because of it
weekly
free sanitary pads
free sanitary pads luxury
yeah free tertiary
tam ko fi obebo be alaji
assalamu alaikum alaji biya be ye
come alaji experience and Women's Development Bank, Accelerated Export Development Council, hosting of the National Education Dialogue, the National Economic Dialogue, the restructuring of the loss-making state-owned enterprises, the reintroduction of a book and research allowances, provision of teaching and learning materials for public and basic schools, the establishment of job and skills matching platform, the support for private sector-led industrial hubs, the start of revamping of the youth employment agency. That's why I'm a dear craft free.
Yeah, my time when free
SHS.
Free SHS.
Wakofa private schools no.
They too much.
Baby.
Yeah, too much. Too much. We NDC ni kra. I think when I'm me say me now say I'm team there. Because already we are GMS deliver. Na na me busa me ho say the MPP for Russia omo pe say wo mo ya de ba umia san ba umia ba ne message be there because 2024 no see GM ba obetwa free SHS mu say wa man aye yie
for private schools
asa ko fa private schools enti say ya ba umia o say me ade me pe ba umia se pe ba umia
yen 3.8 say 38 enche mu yen 3.8 man
one na go from girls I remember say prior to almost elections no me ko interview bi was anti achem hot sort FM
okay
and host we say oh Dr. Mary now mo pe ba umia ne hwan wo pe hwan na me say o me dem pe ba umia o say any onu na musuro no so am say honestly speaking I want ba umia because ono there ye betwitwa no say pieces papa and then me say ba o me so betie me asem am make maybe say pe ba umia no mo fa ne mra na yen hwe ne campaign message wo de beba what you say you better retire on 2028 elections fala now he's a cool chop for NDC candidate bia ye de ne beba so ye oba so ye bema ba wo mi ade o mo fa ne mra na kwan o ma fa so ne ba ne so no yeah for
Musia foundation ni ho
they almost see so we omu your boy for
the illogic and the lack of common sense in presenting Dr. Baobia for the Mugabe microphone na we mo go school omu nim judge for the
we have the men
illogical thinking crowd
enti ye betwe wo mo ye de wa ha na Mugabe Maase masem ba wiye ansa ne akoye second round they make can say Ghana for Mumbo Empire, Monkoso movie my His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for long life and good health. And I will be frame. In fact, ni party audio me de be man na se wo bebo ha mu bietia. What say Dr. Mary? GM de wi nyankopon GM na wo ho. Wow. What say hwe de sister wa moye? What say na no make one of me to ask ka say. Audio de brem. All corner ya test lorry for now the free ha call tamale ne so enti che say GM de o nyankopon enti e mon paye man so won tena so na won to tune your mayi from Ghana it's very important
Mugabe now 1st July no do aye no do the 1st July na year from this year going no we want kasa wadwin ye wo say a national day of prayer
and
Thanksgiving. Well, I'm telling you, and look at how he did it. The Muslims got theirs, the Christians got theirs. Matisse traditionalists for no ceremonial. We'll find a way. We'll find a way. Some Paula Beshi.
It's very important. Yes, so far as Africans, more recognition. Also the amount. But me can be cancel ways. A idea a very important part. Now, sir, National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving. A glow.
Yeah.
Omo
ba program na see o.
Abeye de.
Why no more sani ade just to add me who met me omo penny no me ade I saw them in TV.
It's omo prayer topics in here.
I said no there. Making Ghana work at the 24-hour economy.
Prayer topics.
No, we select Amomo. Making the 24-hour economy successful. And no make you so.
Now, but they must have been here for the last time. And now, Kotokone hats.
Wow, President's Cup.
President's Cup. No. Yeah, me cool.
My team lost.
Na meme de me asante Kotokone ba.
Oh, okay.
Na
Ukuma
pema. You lose match. We be Ukuma pema for Bambesi. We have a Bambesi. Maybe ye kotoko NDC proud kotoko. Na mefa kwanya we so abo kotoko for abaso. Na against for na no amotete menche. Maka ache mo say. Monko na monko ye mutim ni mu ye wia. Next 5 years time president caps on mobetimi ajibi anoma bana se is for not what say he was the last person who free war oh so na me share no me see o mo kwenya to say
but the plan was that first half ni be shekotoko 3 how no na first half na mo share bi first half na kotoko 3 so mo share ball ni bi how o me catch no e kotoko oh the plan and America say ukuma pimba ba me nimbe bia go nya ma o
strategically ni coach ni good
he came up no sir no school teacher
came up big time
he came up with
what I said
he won 2-1 with the move next year ho ye twem next year everybody is here
president cup munye bi
ono there
Mugabe say me get to say ya mo ma me nko touchline nti e share ya ni no ya mo ma me nko touchline ni 1 or 2
na proud you know say na Greater Accra regional minister Oyoba honorable Linda Oklu
has
na Greater Accra minister obetimi mi anga regional minister Dr. Frank Amakohene and I mo ye be bragging right say which one I met you say which ye be shemuna. By the end of the day,
Charlie,
fufu ebiti kenke.
Allah. No, ma for 2-1.
First quarter for match.
Na who has ni when your penalty bobo ni shano aba ma goalkeeper no. So players ni na mu nya
be. Your keeper no you good. Simple. Sir. Your keeper no you good. He's good.
Penalty will step up and score.
The keeper is good. The players were good.
You're quite
okay.
You're quite Africa.
You say
what I said.
His goal was good. Yeah, his goal was good.
And your supporters today is a fabulous day.
If you need a bad night market, to see a better fish in a year doctor market say monto.
Me no monto ma. Me say Fufu is better than kinky.
Yaba Sadama Yabuafo and area Medimosis Clinic and Heba Center, Moka Hotel, the medical capsules in a bedjaso. When you have been on my bony pediani papa, papa, Mujeti midi, ni pedianimo, a frusan ye. Nasuya was sebra. Obi a prostate or minia bema ukwa obabuau sexual weakness, male and female infertility, hypertension, diabetes, heartache, typhoid fever, malaria, stroke, any dental problems in ano. What they call that Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center obabuau ye papa. When a child acquire a dental barrier, one day a police station. Na ede ehwenimu ewo ASL building inside the Ghana Highway Authority yard on Subihunu Accra Ministries and a Jekojo on school for the deaf ne din hwenimu Kumasi wa inema kokoben for doctor ewo 0244 068447 0244 068447 ofra yabejo so as natural mineral water insuni ni Melcom shop bia obewremu Ghana ha obenya bi ato insuni udu Togo a omaji atum Togo mine nyina omaji atum number 1 enua na ministry nyina omode serve amanfo wo Ghana ha pebi udu Jubilee House a enua na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama onum ya mame ma first na nursing nisu a eno no honorable Julius Debra ni secretary mawusi omonyina obedu na SC obia de eno bishop nsunumbi pebi nom opedodo atu aberedwom ha 37 Abebesi Street ewo Accra Usu oba SYZ broadcast ya dodo bi apebia no onsabetumi aka ebi a wo pese track kese nsu no otododo fresa homan 0596273546 0596273546 ofra ebeje so Lift Kit capsules free Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center on Akofa in Nudiaba. Lift Kit capsules no unya bina onuma eboa ema digestion etimi take place ema eja nipediano ejina ne naso ye papa ya san boy hanse metabolism na obi nso a uja wonan a obre nyina unya Lift Kit capsules bina onuma eboa nipediano ye papa san support liver function eno asa odi woni be kire pharmacy shop herbal shop bia ebe wo bubrum na so ope Lift Kit capsules na wonya fedumienu ekwa utumi enumbi oba no mbema num ntipe binum sede bia betumi abo ni pedua no for 0244 068447 0244 068447 ofra yɛbɛgye so. Adom Survey and General Construction ɔmo na ɛfiri sɛ ba ɛyɛ construction ma ɔmo ɛyɛ number 1. Yɛbɛhwɛ na wodaa no bibia general construction bibia kɔyie ɛba land surveying, ɛba engineering surveying, architectural designs, any general construction Adom Survey and General Construction ɔmo yɛ number 1. Ɔmo ododowa Udumase behind ɛyɛ Christian High School International. Hono ɔmo wɔ nsase no dodoɔ na ɛwɔ hɔ. Wo pass asase so adenta ɔmo benya biama. Dodoɔ nsase no ɛyɛ 50,000. Ɛyɛ nka ne sika no 500 million. Wo pɛ sɛ wotua no busumi nsia kyekyɛ mmawa ɛbɛyɛ 55,000. Ana pɛ sɛ wode 1 year nso tua yɛbɛyɛ no 60,000, 600 million. Now the 1 year atua. Wonya we wɔ baabia asase no so manso bia nyɛ den ɛne so yɛne akɔ lands akɔyɛ checks ɛhu sɛ bibia ɛyɛ fɛnkyɛm. Frɛ Adom Survey and General Construction for mekan fa pen na twere number no 055 439 7831 055 439 7831 and 020 378 8842 020 378 8842. Ono nso ɛyɛ WhatsApp ɛyɛ call so a ɛno yɛ 055 439 7831 055 439 7831. Adom Survey and General Construction was in making your dreams come to reality. Power Specialist about hospital na every omona day hepatitis A, B, C, D, yi omo tenese te fatty liver, sciatica, prostate na how amenu bema, unum penny baby na atechima broken bones. Ni nyina fa kodan ye maame aduya no beboa wo. Ulcer and etete wo, components minimum ana fibroid menu aba. Obey bibia ma kama. You share Power Specialist about hospital chakwan Kumasi Fiyase Lake Bosom train road no so or continence putu jakwan so omoni Jasbo filling station edi nhwe ni mu Accra omo kwabenya pokuase ACP kwantempon so takrade omo anaje estate omo ben anaje MA primary school no fe na one ye mami adu ya ntwetwe nkomo yi 0244 544422 0244 544422 Victory Garlic Mesa Pibinum Nemwa Ebwa mamoja timidi ni peduani mofrusa ne yesa boost immune system no eme ni peduani jina na so brand Victory oko pharmacy shop herbal shop bia obenya biato obi oba okomfitira no ya se bodwe wonye binesa onuma ebwa ni peduani ye papa oye opemfo amennum bi o ma abofra no fuso nso amennum bi obi onya mfiedu mienu ekono tuminom uyo obi awo osanso amesre se didiye ansan wanu Victory Garlic Mesa no na ebwa ni peduani ye papa obi a onante kakra bi a wasa nansi acheme ni nyina no blood circulation no intumi take place here eno eba ma atesa kano for when each pharmacy shop herbal shop ne copy Victory Garlic Mesa ni bito for Dr. Mwako 0201 293280 0201 293280 0242 545633 0242 545633 ofra yebejo so Safari Valley Eco Resort, Omona Air Free, about wildlife experience, Omoya number 1. For when each year okre constituency, cry if you say do a honor be huamo. Now we do masuya wildlife experience, no, any jata sebo zebra ne antelope, omoko no mo eba fe kama, omo ye juma 24 hour munemu. Nifua eye nsuni nyina abeko no mo boy juma kama we do our environment very very conducive local and continental dishes in no mo 7 nyina bi ho ye wo swimming pool and ye wo gym so e waso ye ho we do our woni ebeji ye papa ja holiday bi a oni abusu no emumunko family no mo kwa mo swimming pool no mo wo mo de enkonye de amansan nyina ko biare mo ho ne de obeko gym no so sa pepepe fe wo mo na no mo twetwe nkomo Safari Valley Eco Resort on 0596914394 059-691-4394. Dew ho enwomo. Hebron Hills International School say excel and shine. Admission gusua ekoso. Free mofrano musumi miensa ekokosi mfienum Montessori tete eba learning materials in free United Kingdom ababa bedu tutumikane fa obano ekoho lower and upper primary admission so egusua ekoso September mu new academic year no more start GHS admission tutumika nekope kwan ema obano said the beya ono so no ne dache bitumi ewie ni excel and shine sani efre omo odu ha omo media of the Nsawam Road omo be media Presbyterian Church ne pe fa obano ko na wonyantete eba Yanko ya next one. Alisa. family coin.
Your government appointee. Yeti hai ye kase omufra appointees are yemfa and ne wakasa na kame. So I want to re-echo it. And you biana ubefre na onfa woko. And na one kasa shwe jume domo so shwamna MPP for 2 years. Na ye usi we ne wako. Na say utumi read the book bia and say na we take decisions bi. Na de bia call say ba munim say is working time near frewa. How do they expect you to pick the call?
Land there try wo working hours in fafon. Obefa fun aje so.
En America
8 hours na wo ye no kosi broni ni ma 30 minutes aba ko break ya. Sa 30 minutes mu na obekwa
kwa. En America nti Mugabe yensusu say so ono government appointee wakasa wona kumem what she can do in her own small corner. Is brighten the corner. Yes, where you are or yeah, and others must also emulate it. And se kakra enya appointments in kwa ebibenya contracts makamwa Mugabe. Some of you are contractors, you are carpenters, you are masons. Put yourselves together. There's opportunity for farming. If you look at the Feed Ghana project, if you form cooperatives, you take advantage of what government is bringing. You find something also doing. A Jumera project under the National Innovative Entrepreneur and Innovative Program, the Jumera program it's also going to give opportunity for many startups near day. So there's opportunity all over. Let's look for it. Let's find it and find something doing.
Social media no does.
Appointment. Now from beginning, you cry. JMK say 60 ministers ni pe. And I'm say me carpenter ni me fa. Me fa me carpenter's tools box. Na me enkote ho. Say carpenter juma bi ba na makoye. Where your speciality is, you go and fix yourself and do it. And the farming, cocoa, tree crop authority aba, cocoa, there's a lot of excitement with this government. You're a young person, economically, socially, you can position yourself somewhere and then get something doing. And look at what he has been able to do in just this 6 months, what he has been able to achieve. Wow. Until let's support him, he will succeed. And like I said, market you have by just 5 days. Last time round, just 5 days to be free power. And I'm using any free crime. But I'm because so.
Akwetiano
Ibrahim Bisawasi.
Sir, Mugabe, and he said me call me prodigal son into a jammy lie to me panicho. I'm from Bonnie Chemi. Asem ne ntumi nka wa ha
ebeka na nchi
ntumi nka na nti Mugabe ye nya brehwe ablekuma asem no ye nyina ye koda ablekuma nofo enye ntokwa wo ye ba mani ntokwa ye GCT no NDC ni bi o wa ablekuma nofo mo de ntokwa ba me ma ye mia omo ade ne ye dia eno mo pese omo say no the story of Solomon no wow akwala no si ye nkunu omo pese ablekuma nofo no ye hyi ho wo madwin because enye omo dia yenko boko let everybody room to room minimum ko for Mugabe minimum ko for ho aposi ablekuma central enti ye nyina be kwakoda ho obi anyi ya ofri mu say we busu ani wo take a telephone call somebody tell the person why they need for us to vote for Rabblin to win the seat. What did they make us say? Yes,
Ibrahim wodi adwuma eba.
Mugabe make am wasem. Mugabe make am wasem. Inti ablekuma no central na ye dia dada ni ye win me can be ye stretch you entered by just 40 votes last time no. She say ye twomu by 12,000. Inti all ablekuma central everybody we are walking to ablekuma north. Yaje ablekuma west so yaje yes la there pamono dada ni the reverend aba. Inti enu so ye dia and south ya papa over that boy. We are all marching on to ablekuma north. The whole slot is there. Mugabe, and we'll go cool. We have already 3 in the basket, so we are waiting for the other one. Until a man in Tokwa and send a mekano. We'll conquer all of ablekuma. The appointment of DC, by any idea, Sundiaba, and the party now united behind any candidate who will stand for the NDC in Akweta. Yankaso being Bassa there. Now, one of the theatrics of JFK. The obey electoral commission no misiri ya because she pass when to be a TV no JFK na we do light is only me dada me she put me tie na me I run away go hide o ti secretary na the year that be here no eti Mugabe no ablekuma no dey will take it owura Ibrahim Maase she it's not for nothing that he continues to expand the frontiers when it comes to engineering, and when it comes to mining and those things. Mugabe, when you sit with him, and now Refi, I used to go and sit with him. I told you, I will sit with him all night, maybe from 11 to 3 a.m. And what he talks about, you see that this guy, he's not on this planet. He's far away from where he is. Yes, and he said when he got the opportunity to go to university in London, he got the opportunity to come and work. So he weighed the options and took the work. So the work is his life. It's his everything. Mugabe, have you watched his dressing? He's every time in simple dress. Yes. And somebody told me that when he buys his yes, he lives a very simple life, and he's able to help millions of people. Mugabe, no be friend, you'll be friend. You say when you motor accident, or the party that you know when motor accident. I'm saying, I say, Makodi is a money or it's yeah, but Jini normal. That friend no, Opa Abomidi, Udim Skomano, 96,000 Ghana cedis to go and repair the guy's leg. 96 guy ni ba mi feel so be mama scan bi na si da bi fako hospital bi a na fa receipt no ko tire no na ko dana se onu ni sika ni de esan wo de wo bisa no nti e no de ma o me ni yes ka me bisa na be mama bi
o me from school Adventist senior high Kumasi
sa
ya ne no
na no ma me da fom o si mo yenteti ana so ndc
for
teti asi ba ma ma teti ana so o da fom mo ni ko kan ha no akoka bantima MP went to me and no
that's
Mugabe na me yari ni ti a list me yari person me come for by mama nke yin me yari me down region hospital we refi I almost went with the abscess in the core hospital your farm call you see me trip on the hospital be he called me that you have to fly to South Africa me see me to me Tracy or see then you have to find a way to make sure you are alive until he paid Sami fee. Sami Jenfi, baby, I will be. I continue to support you. Or she share me, baby. I was my lawyer because that mean me lawyer kokasa for the last. Say me maybe I won't survive it. So I was going to plan for my children and all that. Is because my money was him. Me sure Ibrahim Mama into me call me could scan fast because G bed fast. Somebody me operation. Doctor no call me operation. No say GMC hospital no. Into state of the art. Only me born come the first time I me who be that. And I'm the I know. It's Ibrahim Ahmad. Yes, he came there bedside to come and visit me. Sure, now I say me in the park. Mugabe, Jata cement. Obi see there biano. I've told you go and buy Jata cement to build your houses. This gentleman is a Ghanaian, an indigenous Ghanaian investor. Wabre wakotra landing. Wahumbi, wahusika, on seiska. I'm telling you, on seiska. Whatever you need, it's a restaurant there, you can cook some in his house. Baba is always around him. You do know Baba. Yes, if you want to see him and you see Baba, and these people are humble, down to earth people. And American, yes, it's not for nothing. That is where he is because he has opened his doors, he has helped people. Sa EMP Adia would buy. Sa mining seminar.
Had a call around 11.
Yes. So you need the kind of jobs, and that's his father's name. Emmanuel Adama Mahama. That's the father's name. Yes, the Black Water gold project. It's a gold room all along to Burkina Faso. It's too good. Upper East region. There's a lot of gold. So an indigenous investor, one says, the coming of the gold board, no, your gold is seminal. Aye papa, a dakwem, no smuggling. To me, ye galam say, be for gold in Kobe, ye betchu. What I say, bet G season, so I mining there. You understand? You are sanitizing the gold sector with the coming of the gold board. When we see such companies, we are happy. And we see indigenous Ghanaian investors were also excited that they have brought their money. If I tell you all the things they do with their money, you run away. What I say? I'm happy for him. I wish him well. I know he'll succeed. I know when he sets his eye on the project, he will never fail. I say,
Professor Azuma.
Hey, also Azuma resources. Who say Obohobi. Mugabe, time okay so bear cement. No, Satan need free in Sawamaba. So I'll go to him and we'll talk about cement and. He has the idea he has about the cement industry at the time. When say cement, most of it was a monopoly, and how he wanted to enter the market and other things. So I was not surprised. So he said the guy named Suya Jata. The guy named no Jata. That's why I'm asking Ghanaians. You patronize the Lion brand of cement when you want to build, so that Jata will grow.
Jata will Ghana for
the Ghana for Ghana for Charlie. Mugabe. Into Bisa Masi one to me and Kabi. I say on behalf of busy now. We say on behalf of Alista.
Some Jonah morning penny for.
Hey. And yeah, you know to me, Some Jonah now can assemble. Mugabe why ye be? Or see he went. Sir, sir, is by divine grace. Yeah. No. Sometimes you're in the market, you're buying food, and somebody will hold you from the back. That I know you. Yeah, I know you from that side. And you are so. Last year, a shell honor. Who's a guy no? Who you happen to say? Hey, 2 kilos in the one to the car. Kilos. So the DJ Mabani are defending. We are defending the change we have brought, and we are serious about it. No be major be can be more than 38%. We were no by in senior 60-something%. Exams move. There be and the other there is a big that. It's Mugabe. Uncle Swai should continue to invest, and he encourages many more people when he does his investment. EMP training program, mark contractors. Yes, we get a lot of jobs to do. 30 million. Yes. Obi I'm telling you, Obi fly private jets now. They know a farmer. Not the money. What I say? Yes. Aeroplane airlines. No more job. We see what others do with their money. So we wish him well. We wish that he will succeed with what he's doing, and Ghanaians must support. We say Ghanaian ako bring and sika no dia be share economy no. So farmer Juma, munye Juma no we ni bresu. Me mamu money from.
Fantastic one from our listener Nelson live on TVS was it, and also on Power 97.9 FM. Well, Mami coming here about so Doc.
Me that's any akwenya with their mami. Na me share engineers and planners yi mu na me share the free zones part I think so.
Wow.
Yes, it's all about industrialization.
It's an opportunity.
Wow. So I'm looking at the smart one. Opportunity. I have to free zones here. But collaborating here, how best we can come up with something that will be beneficial to the country. Wow. Though my invitation, I don't know whether I'm the be about my office or not from my. But so far as it's about Ghana and development,
you follow
and
up.
Employment, and industrialization. Wow. I will attend the program myself tomorrow. And you may make a how best you bet me I collaborate be now because when you work with free zones, because of the exemptions and incentives we give now, and my business no expanding. Until say a shareholder na one.
My Joanna seven financial man. My
Joanna, also met Chiano new Audrey, and also met Chiano. I met here also me by hatche. Inti never fly and no crab one thing for meti and for frame here show my mention for 1 minute and sana made the mass my baby metiama should or go Rashid or also a shama and Lydia double I was sister double also angel also say Derek and I'm about police in Ibio for you a friend no Daniel Mechia wo munyina
Apia Stadium is on social.
Apia Stadium. What's the meaning ya ka?
Yes, no, you watch my Kumasi Sports Stadium.
What's the meaning ya watch my Apia Mechia for so ya wo de mentia. Apia bre.
To do NDC politics in Ashanti region.
Enye easy. Na menkasa bibi em se menu ameme ye moka asem bibi na meka asem ketwa bi na me dia so is about Rosemont appointment. Any said ye enkofo e kasa wo ho. Mesre munya abotre. Some of these appointments, munim the rationale behind
it. Yes, an appointing authority.
Rosemont girl no, and some of the Babontia granting interviews. My office no be the neighbor first.
I remember. Wow. I remember you called me on that day. Oh no, I didn't buy. That was on the 3rd December 2024.
Na me ankasa
4 days to election.
After 8 years in opposition, now you are so desperate to save Ghana.
Yeah.
Ghana buy me hono. I asked her this question. Are you sure you want to do this? Was madam said my life you be kumi krana. Wow. Change of power ba. Na ba umia pa be president. It mean
the secretary.
What you say?
Wow. Wow.
Me na me ma girl no platforms, media platforms was starting your kasai. Na and some now was starting share go me office where you slave on buy no. O kasa na me hon popo. Na me suro nsem ni bi.
Because na me suro ma no.
Na me suro nsem ni bi na life. Into that day now we buy ya obeka answer ne chem na mama na ndani fie. Me na me ya arrangements ma ne ko hu. your brother Ibrahim Mahama. Wow. Ibrahim Mahama na pay baby man try because now we were so scared to say once MPP na not we ruthless. What you say?
Ruthless.
It is I get away. And new man what in a life I am. Yeah, man, a ministerial appointment.
That's presidential staff.
Presidential staff. For all you know, it become a new office. Oh. Most of the presidential staffers they don't even have their own offices. True. Intimate ceremony. Yen nyina ye chobo baby no chobo ne bi die
risky.
Wo bi manipa
what you say sa kola we say enioma wo ye me say me na me start man platform e me de say Mugabe who can me refinka me
she came here we all listened.
Ni fa ne de ne ba me office no I thought maybe MPP for asoma so me rayi na e bia o me pay ye meme ibi ni o mo nko de dan ko twitwa the naked pictures in family point. You know we had that information said during the election time no na MPP 4 years annual man into obaye no na me hwe no with 2 eyes.
Check the date on the flyer.
What you say into obaye no it took her about 3 meetings for her to be able to convince me before I remember
3rd December. Rosemond Obin, former National TESCON coordinator, and PA to Dr. Baumia, campaign office.
Personal assistant.
Wow, one-on-one with Mugabe. That was 30.
And you might get ratio good from any information our them my
a boy.
Baumia
office is going to me respond.
Baumia office and to me respond
to any of it.
A boy to say they slappy will be said no money super romantic. Then somebody be deep. And money be a why and to me for Nina. Social media.
Check my messages to you on that day when I was telling you that.
What you say?
You just slow down. Because the answers, yeah.
Mesremo, ebia o ye newcomer. Benny information on the bar last minute no.
Boy, in a Kelly game no kura.
A Kelly game no.
Yeah. You holding it to say yen bar.
Wa ba yen fa no, yen gino. Sa na ye ginipa.
Sa.
Yen gino. Ye yen sa anso a ebema afoforo.
Yeah.
Eba attracting kofo. Abeka ye ho na enye easy oni kunu woni ne sister ketwa ba ko pese e na neti enti the day oba me ho no me se eche me ne ye 3 meetings ansa na me ye convince say why ready say oba ba bonten abeye de oye. Even it took the intervention of Yankasa General Secretary Honorable Fifikwete.
Yeah.
You know the role she played. Even
what you say?
It was very short.
I know convincing me say okay, let's give her the opportunity. So I ready so Obeba out. Aba candy or person or Canada. I man a platform. And so na me ti ase kra start man of media platforms. And you mo awodi bi bre ye no. Enye ni nyina na de ba abonti.
Sir.
Ye de bi ye adwuma.
Sir.
Enti me hu ne say oba last minute. Your oncophobia or why or more last minute.
Better late than never.
Better late than never. Men so nen sama or the buy no. Na ebia na a mood na ebwa. He's in his own wisdom, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. The biameka.
On your appointment
on your appointment
say Dr. Kalisto is now noble journalist.
What you say? On your appointment kwa. Ebia wo de my no nkyerese won kai wa na say onu de wo betimi aye. But there are some appointments or ye no strategic.
Yeah. It's important.
Say bia wunya akwanya ne natena se a no wa kire wo die ntia or yes appointment na
ebia obi kura da social office bia wunim die ntia
ebia no obi kura so hye ba bia wunim die ntia wo hye ho enye chobo nkwa na win elections David it's far from that enye chobo hey enye no nkwa na de win elections enti ebia wutimi tie mu kese chobo ya hu say there are more to that chobo before you can win election. To me dem asemu baby the American NDC for community ne say especially omo ye adwuma with various institutions. Omo expectations from government appointees is too much. Mra from na mama ye time na ye be deliver. We will make you proud. And now me share me new baby war stadium. Was Mary me problem ye NDC for officer. But it shouldn't be so. And your mom more expecting no obetimi aya mamukra a time ye ba office e bi kra and content
say you about Teresa first no yapa is regional we say okonadmo
yes
what you say
yes
mama your time we will make you happy we know our people
kakran
but you should know say aha nye banana republic though your power no we are being governed by the constitution and the rules of the institutions. And you may be a while.
You go gradual.
To them. We will make you happy.
wakasa de grassroots
for yes take your time
Blekumanov no mo yemfa wodom
mo yemfa Blekumanov enko president Kofo kan asem was say it's better
to be a messenger
in
the governing party
than
the general secretary.
So no obi a wodi school nyina wo ho
yes mo nyina yenko back to Blekumanov na ye lazy a boot obi nka se koduongo you can say buduongu
obi nka se buduonche
da buduonche dia ye bedijo esi akwatia ashe is unfortunate to say ebeba ni say
mrs say we ya ina twi no toso
enkantina wo doko
we na hima
we say buduonche dia ebeba eti aja buduonya ashe enti akwatia here we come Blekumanov here we come
united win the seat.
Yes.
Mugabe, with the JM na it never ceases to amaze me. Media kakra me dey count how those people have been taxed with the 24-hour plus economy, the Volta Corridor Development Project, or the Ashon Musa, how he recounted the history of Nkrumah and then the lessons of this nation, how we have tried to industrialize and how we failed and how we want to go about this thing. I wish the team well, and they should have people who can implement. Mugabe, they can't send me Dr. Papa Kwesindum, Omo Yaji Omo banks, Yemfa banks in mom. Now, Dr. Papa Kwesindum task the man especially to be along with the 24-hour economy so that you guide the success of the program. When in data America, sir, he's a services delivery expert, and this 24-hour economy is going to be basically about services delivery. You talk about Connect 24, where transportation services will run across north, east, and south of the lake 24 hours. You talk about Grow 24, where agriculture will go on. So somebody who has a services touch like Indum will be needed. Inti mopa monfa the bank ni manu na monfa ni sign contract mema muntu aneka to guide you with this the science. I'm telling you, me I know what he can do when it comes to services delivery. Inti Wayade, he never ceases to impress Ghanaians. We are happy with him. The grassroots are yearning to see more of him. The so it must come through the appointees and those who also have authority at the various units to open up for party members. Senior Mr. Ekano, so that Obia said Dianini Echa, Obia Nyebi Francofi, say Intumani Echa, Obinsu Enfenyebi, say knowledge in Suni Echa, Obinsu Enfenyebi Kofi. So I wish the party well. I wish that all those who are planning for Blekumanov, they will sit properly and get the right people to lead the charge. Then when it comes to Akwetiatu, yes, Obin can say Owomra, but Abani dear, sitting there, let's go back and go and take the seat. The hosting show no TV XYZ entertainment show no X Zone. If ya Charlie Mugabe, she also never ceases to amaze me. Michiano baby obi away.
Yami aduma china 2 p.m. 3 p.m. Ebeshia. Nachina my guest Dr. Joseph Ni Sai Kofi Ago, former Ghana ambassador to South Korea, Australia, and Russia. Tichina yeba bidi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Mamuno send economy in city dear I was here ye bebo mining tina nyame aduma Dr. Ago Mobete and can ewo ye Jumedia so oba de duma chinani beshia madam enuaba Dr. Mary Awusi ase namada Alisa one CEO edema Ghana Free Zones Authority namada Alista Nelson also ase chake senso koma my senior brother Ibrahim Mahama Rafik and the Mahama family no mutumi chire wodoma na yefe enye me wama se me hu asi wama your mama se magina na chi da bia anopo wa wie o miru nsu mu e beta na chi na amemo no akonesa pepepe enwumre no si akase ebo na etoa so hu se de power akase ebo na begina ho yemre na so oba de ne dum ya afa bia de asem agina nyame aduma e besa hia o china ma mo nyina mo eniti